One.
No. No.
Pog.
No.
Alright, I'm
No.
recording.
Sucks.
Oh god. Alright.
This is bad.
Okay, are
Bad
you guys
start.
ready?
Curse start. Yeah, let's go.
Can't
Okay.
wait for everybody to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pog, 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 pog.
Alright. So. me. Let me just get into narrator mode.
Jesus.
That'll sound
Do
really
you have,
good.
do you have your water?
Hey
Yeah,
there,
I'm at
City Gems. This is their narrator here.
Alright. You all live in a magical world full of wonders that are numerous and indescribable. Some of you have dove deep into your parts of the world, finding many things for yourself. Others have not even scratched the surface of what there is to see. But a common thread among you is that there is one unique thing about this world that you have all heard tales of. In fact, you would be hard-pressed to find someone who hadn't heard of it. You live in the country of Eladia, known for the emerald green countryside that rolls over the land, crowned by a heavy mountainous region. A few generations ago, an event took place that quite literally shook Eladia and its people to their cores. The exact nature of what happened is entirely unknown. It felt as if the planet itself was throttled as a wave of magic crashed underneath the feet of those who stood. Even those with no connection to magic felt it shoot into their bones, and it felt cold. Soon after, it was discovered that any entrance that led underground, whether it was someone's basement or a monster-infested dungeon, now opened into a foreign place. Of course, people were curious, so many went to investigate, but where that entrance led before they entered, and where it led after, would change. We lost many that week alone. In some areas, monsters would suddenly roam the streets. Vaults that were buried beneath the earth were inaccessible. No one understood how the sewers even continued to function. Chaos ensued, and so it was decided to fight back against this threat, with no known cause and no end in sight. The solution was simple: block off any and every entrance that led underground, as none could be trusted. Anything that was underground before would be rebuilt above ground, and building anything underground was prohibited due to the potential dangers. The many kingdoms that share this land united for this effort, and every known entrance to the underground was either destroyed or sealed away. Every known entrance except for one. Let me share with you all.
We get
The
60
king-
views.
Yes. The Kingdom of Agios is the crown jewel of Eladia, being one of the largest superpowers in the world. Agios was given its name as a blessing to its people, calling the kingdom itself a saintly place. The land was a blessing from the gods and was treated as a holy land. However, once the infamous event occurred that shook the foundation of Eladia itself, the country was put into a panic. The last entrance, one that was more easily kept in line with holy magic, was the entrance to their sanctuary, the Byzantine Temple. The temple itself was large, but it was mostly founded underground, so the entire inside of the building managed to be stolen away. However, with the entire establishment being unable to be demolished for fear of unleashing even more terror or angering the gods, the entrance being guarded by 2 steel doors, it was decided by the royal family to keep this entrance secure. However, this only invited more and more death into the kingdom as people began pouring in to see what the inside of this strange underground chimera would look like. Therefore, those from other lands, even the jaded within this kingdom, began to call Agios by the nickname Agrios, a play on words, as adding but a single letter changed the meaning from saintly to wild. In their eyes, this kingdom was now a feral land that was doomed to fall. Generations passed, this phenomenon would come to be called the Great Labyrinth, a patchwork of underground structures and bodies. It became incredibly well known, drawing out many to Agios just to take a look at the fabled temple that now serves as its entrance. You all came to know of this place in different ways, hearing various rumors, and you all began following your own motivations that marched towards the labyrinth. Your journeys to Agios are unique, one of you coming all the way from the farthest peaks of the mountainous region. Let me get the music ready.
That's me.
Also,
Ho ho ho!
guys, is it canon? This is why we couldn't build anything underground in Rift.
Yeah.
We did it. I don't know what we did. I don't know why I said that.
Jesus.
Kind of cringe.
All right.
Oh, this is great.
Let me bring you all here.
That's a very nice map, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh man, is that his character there?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
The first that we find is Balder Stoneguard. You're still quite a ways from town, having waded through the mountains and valleys on foot before running into a broken-down horse-drawn carriage. Your trip is meant to be a straight shot. Nothing should get in your way. However, the driver needed help getting his wheel placed back on. It only took a moment, not much was lost. You then learned that he, too, was heading to Agios. An agreement was made. He would drive you there if you would deal with any bandits that may appear. You've since stopped for the night, taking a good rest and waking before even the sun. The driver preps his carriage as you sit to the side, just finishing a tune on your harmonica.
And for added visual, the helmet is only pulled up far enough for my mouth to be visible. I'm like Spider-Manning it.
That would be so painful.
Yeah, it's okay.
Trying to balance that.
He's metal.
Yeah,
God.
Oh shit.
I would finish up my little harmonica song, and I would get up and just start moving over, I guess.
Okay. Yeah,
Kick out the fire.
Oh yeah. As you start heading over, of course, you notice that the old man that's been driving you is just kind of tending to his horse.
His name's Ethan.
Balder walks up, and he goes, "Ah, man, I'm gonna have to do the voice, huh?"
You do.
It's a journey for us all.
How much farther from Agios do you think we are? That's not. That'll be it, I guess.
That's good. It's good.
That is good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Weird seeing
Um,
Dako as a player over a DM. It's weird.
Oh, we're not too far now. Just a couple of miles out and we'll be there. I'm sure we could get there before even lunchtime.
Excellent. How long is that? He's kind of starts brings a hand up, ready to count.
I'd say just a couple of hours. No more than 2 or 3, I'd say.
He counts out 2 fingers on his hand. Okay.
If you're ready to go, I believe we have everything. Do you have everything on board the carriage?
I have everything on board my person.
Ah, very good. All right, well, let's head on out. And then the man starts to hop into the carriage and get ready.
Balder nods, walks around, and kind of would hop up on the back, I guess.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
You're so close to Agios now. You ready yourself and set onto the road once more. Today is the day. The carriage clicks along the gravel road, and the horse moves forward with a great stride. You've been traveling together for a bit of time now, but you've not done much talking. All you know is that the man is named Charles. It takes a few minutes before Charles looks back at you. So, we are just about there now. Agios is a big place, lots to see. Can I assume I know why you're going there?
Well, why do you assume?
Well, the Labyrinth, of course.
He nods. Of course.
Yes, the Great Labyrinth. I've heard things about it. Many go down there and not many return.
I am aware of that as well.
I lost my son to it. He went down seeking treasure and, well, it's been 10 years, give or take. I won't impose on your reason for going, but do be careful down there. And if you see my son, Alexander, I would appreciate it if, just be safe, I suppose.
Balder scoots back a bit to give the old man a pat on the shoulder and goes, "I understand very well."
He smiles and nods to you.
And he pulls out a little journal and he's gonna write down Alexander.
Okay. The carriage moves along silently for a little while, before coming to a sudden stop. Let me do this.
Uh-oh.
Balder would see, looking over his shoulder, 2 people on horses blocking the path. Hey there, Grandpa. You looking to make your way to Agrios? Yes, it is but a short trip. Well, ain't that a treat? Place has got some nice tourist attractions. But listen, with all the people coming in and out of town, we gotta make some business, you know? Not just anyone can come in for free. Gotta pay the toll. Making this into a game, I know there's no toll. Oh, you haven't been by in a while, have you? Yeah, the, royal family sent us to collect, you know? Yeah, the royal family sent us. Now, you gonna cough it up?
Balder's gonna stand up from the back, his 7'8" form just kind of coming out from like he had like a blanket over his shoulders. And is just gonna silently stand behind Charles, looking at the two, kind of just wanting to see if his presence at all changes their tune.
Yeah, as you stand up and like the carriage is small enough that you maybe have to like sort of stand out of the side of it a bit as if you're like starting to take a step.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start to move and stand up, the dude that was mostly leading conversation before just stops and he looks at you and he says, "Holy shit, that guy's huge." The other lady commenting, "Jesus, his armor's scary too." Okay. Yeah. The toll's pretty hefty, but you guys we'll be nice and let you guys by for today. Just remember the toll when you come on back through. Come on, let's get the fuck out of here. And the horses turn and start galloping off. The old man sighs and looks back to you with a smile. "Thank you, Balder."
Balder seems a little surprised and goes, I was only gonna ask how much it was. I was gonna pay for you."
The old man chuckles and thanks you again before turning back to his horse. And he gives it a little pat and the horse starts moving on forward again.
Okay. Balder will return to sitting, draw the blanket around his shoulders once again. And he'll just do like his little ritual for his axes.
Okay. Yeah, what does that include? Like what are you doing on this trip with that?
He doesn't because he doesn't have to do them like to keep it up. He would just kind of do it as like a comfort thing.
Mhm.
He just pulls his two like family hand axes into his lap and would just kind of be muttering incantations and stuff to himself.
Okay. Yeah.
It would look like he's just talking to his weapons.
Okay. Yeah, the old man doesn't judge. Yeah, you go along and the carriage moves forward, and of course, time is passing and the sun is getting higher in the sky as you get closer. But with all of that, Balder's trip continues. Nothing can stop him now. And now, we move along to someone else who's heading to Agios, but has got caught up with a little bit of work along the way.
Uh-oh.
Let me get some more music.
I know it's not me because I don't work.
I was gonna say that's vague enough. I don't know who that could be.
Is it
Let's see.
Ogmask? So. Also, can I relocate everyone's attention wildly to the
You're
general
stupid.
chat in Discord?
You stupid Boo Brothers joke.
That's pretty good.
I remember their voices so clearly.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know. How it be.
As you do, as you
You
do.
do.
Godfrey Morris is a man trying to even the balance of life and death, but every day that job becomes harder. On your way to Agios, you couldn't help but notice that familiar feeling, the feeling of a haunt nearby. You were passing a graveyard, of course. You headed within the gates to see what needed to be done, and you now find yourself protecting this girl from 4 outraged spirits. They are uneasy, unable to rest. The girl, and now you as well, are just channels for their outrage and exhaustion.
What's the condition of both of them?
Okay, so the girl and yourself have not been injured,
Okay.
but the girl is utterly frightened and terrified.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to do some banishment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me check my list here. God, it's been forever since I played a goddamn cleric. Yeah, that's my theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's from, well, I'm not gonna say what it's from, because... I don't know. Bro. Alright. Godfrey's gonna stand his ground
Hmm.
He's gonna take one step forward and take a swing at this first specter
Okay, when you say take a swing, what do you mean?
with his mace.
So, Godfrey would know in advance that these ghosts are completely ethereal, and his weapon is not able to touch them.
Ah, right. Got it.
The ghosts encroach upon you, the distance closing as they get closer and closer.
God damn. I'm trying to remember what I have. Da-da-da. Ethereal. All right, guess I'm casting Sacred Flame on the first one, right in front of me.
All right. You cast
Okay.
Sacred Flame. So can I get? Let's see. Target must make a Dexterity saving throw. Okay. Yeah. As the ghosts come at you, this one directly in front of you and closing the distance. How do you cast your Sacred Flame?
He'd because he has his good old mace. He's gonna extend it and mutter the words as this sacred flame comes out of nowhere in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan,
Did
you
you
there?
Yeah. I didn't hear what
Yeah.
you said.
Oh. After that.
Yeah. You said the Sacred Flame comes out of nowhere, and then I stopped hearing what you're saying.
Out of nowhere from the sky, and that's it. That's all I said.
Okay. I thought you said he was going to say his thing. Yes.
No, that's after. That's after.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The golden flame rains from the sky and seems to fill this ghost, this ghostly apparition, as it stops moving towards you and moves back. Its whole visually seeming a lot calmer, before it fades into a smoky wisps. But the other three, still outraged, continue to close the gaps between you. One specifically heading towards the girl behind you.
Oh. So that's their turn?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if I can't do anything a little bit more fancy.
Do you have area of effect stuff?
That is a good question.
Just do karate.
Karate, eh?
Yeah, just spin kick and hit all of them.
Rock salt. A boot.
All right, I'm gonna use command on the one close to the girl.
Okay.
For those
What
who
is-
don't know,
Yeah.
let me put it up for you.
I don't. Command doesn't work on undead.
Does it?
No.
And you would know this in advance.
I swear it worked on undead. Oh, that's
No,
not.
it says it says the spell has no effect if the target is undead.
I read
learned
that.
the hard
God, I
way.
just suck at. Oh.
No, you don't suck. Just you
It's a
can-
learning experience.
Yeah,
Plus, you can like just attack them with the cantrip. Like.
just command the girl and tell her to kick ass.
It's almost like Ethan structured this to be introductory or something.
No,
Yeah.
He's trying to kill you.
He's trying to kill you.
he's trying to kill me.
Second level.
All right,
spell.
I got an idea.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Pog.
my boy Godfrey is gonna take one step this way, and as the one's getting on the ground, first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna on the one that's getting close to the girl.
Mhm.
He's gonna cast Sacred Flame again
Okay.
for his cantrip.
Let me do
And then,
that.
since Spiritual Weapon is a bonus action,
Yeah, boy.
Ooh. Puh.
I'm gonna send it towards this lad right here, and then
Okay. So you're sending it towards this one and this one.
correct those two. Sacred Flame on this guy.
Okay.
Spiritual Weapon on this guy.
And what do I have to do against spiritual weapon? Let me read this real quick.
Force damage equal.
I mean, do you have to roll to hit it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Okay. Yeah. Then give me a roll.
Give me a roll. What is that again for rolling? That
It'd be the one
is-
d20 plus your spell modifier, I think.
Yep. No, it's your spell attack, so it's your
Oh, yeah.
proficiency plus your modifier. So,
So it would be wisdom.
When you go to the spells tab,
Wisdom plus
there's
2.
the spell attack bonus. It like has it added up for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll wisdom, I guess.
Hooba.
Hooba dooba.
Ooh, Duba.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, so a golden flame once again rains from the sky, filling this spirit and causing it to fade into an ethereal mist. And as your weapon goes towards the other one, it seems to cleave through it, but it doesn't bring the ghost pain as much as it does, each time your weapon cleaves through it, it seems to get calmer and calmer before dissipating entirely, leaving the one ghost immediately in front of you. And with its turn, it is going to close the gap and grab onto you. And I need you to roll. We have fortitude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me a fortitude check.
That'd be a strength, I think. I don't think we have fortitude.
Okay.
Oh, no, we don't have
Is-
fortitude, my bad. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then, or a constitution would be more accurate. Roll me a
yeah, that's
constitution
the
check.
word. Switching between.
Oh.
First nat 20 of the day, boys.
Yeah,
God,
where's
there
that
is.
20 of the day?
So the ghost comes towards you, very quickly, in fact, and aims to place a hand on both of your shoulders. But you know what the ghost is trying to do, as many have done it to you before. These ghosts have a chilling touch. You swiftly dodge out of the way and get a free action to the ghost.
He is gonna cast Sacred Flame to send this motherfucker back.
All right, let me see if it can dodge it. Yep. Okay, so you swiftly dodge out of the way of its chilling touch, and golden flames fill the ghost once again. It seems to stumble back through the air gracefully before finally calming down and fading into yet another bit of ethereal mist. And with that, the graveyard has been cleared. Once the ghosts are finally settled, passing on as they should, the girl looks relieved. I think some of those were my grandparents. I could feel them. Thank you, sir.
Godfrey kind of pauses, and he just turns around, and he puts his mace pointed upwards towards the sky, and he's kind of has it on his belly, and he's kind of resting his forehead onto the gem part of it. The
Okay.
gem mace, by the way. And he says, "Peace unto you, wanderers."
The girl looks amazed, and also you can tell that she thinks that you're very cool. She's smiling wide.
Godfrey puts his mace on his back, and he walks over and he says, "Are you okay?"
She nods and sort of moves some of the hair out of her face, and you can tell this girl's like, 12. But she moves some hair out of her face, and she says, "Yes, yeah, I came here to see them, but I didn't think, you know."
They are at peace now.
And
Go
she
and
nods.
live your life. Do as
She
best as you
nods.
can, as they would for you. And he's
Uh,
smiling under his mask, not that she can tell.
Yeah. She nods to you, seeming still a bit frightened by what she saw, but clearly more at ease now that she saw you handle it so quickly. And sort of tossing in her mind with the idea that she sort of felt a weird connection to things like that. She turns around and heads out of the graveyard.
All right. And with that, he checks to see if there's any more disturbances here at all.
No, the graveyard is completely silent and completely at ease.
He tips his hat and goes on his way towards town.
Okay. 4 more spirits put to rest. Now your path to Agios is clear. A bit of a walk and you'll finally arrive. As we move away from Godfrey, there's someone else who's just about to pull into Agios, surrounded by friends. Let me set this up.
One of us
That's
already
scary,
has an
have
adventuring
friends.
party.
Who has friend? Think.
Holy shit.
What did I? Oh no.
Dude. Kai intros are always the fucking best.
Okay, wait, back up. Is this from fucking BioShock?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Motherfucker.
I wanna hear whatever this is. Let's go.
Okay. Joyous Citadel sits on board a train heading straight to Agios, the global superpower and home to the Great Labyrinth. There, he may just find a way to achieve his lifelong dream. You sit in a car towards the front of the train, filled with other warforged and automatons, gazing out the window at the passing greenery. The rolling hills shine in the sunlight.
He just continues sitting there, looking out the window and gazing upon the scenery.
Mm-hmm. As you're getting close to pulling into town, the door behind you to the next car opens. Another automaton steps through, seemingly ushered in. He sighs and steps forward, looking to you. Let me pull this guy out. He steps forward and looks to you. Excuse me, sir. Mind if I take a seat here? My other seat was taken.
I don't mind at all.
He nods to you and sits down. Name's Hatchet. It's a pleasure to meet you. He extends a hand.
You may call me Joyous Citadel. He'd reach out a hand as well. Straight.
He shakes your hand, giving a firm grip. Joyous Citadel. I like that. Gives me hope.
That was the intention.
He nods. And for a moment, there's like a bit of silence before he continues. So, why are you heading to Agrios?
The Labyrinth.
Ah,
other
yeah.
things.
That seems to be. Why, I see a lot of people coming here, even on this very train. Well, for myself, I'm coming to see if I could get some work on a farm, or get my own farm. I doubt the latter. I was made for the work, but it doesn't mean I enjoy it any less. I guess being made for a purpose at least means I'm not lost without none, like some humans, right?
My experience. My purpose was to find something else than what I was designed to be. You could do the same if you wish. And plus, you could just go work for some farmers and outlive them, and then run it yourself.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah, as opposed to doing other things, I really do enjoy farming, but hey, maybe I will get lucky. And then he sort of looks around to the other automatons on board, and looking over to the guy next to you that has no face. And he looks back to you and says, that must be one hellish life to live. I feel sorry for the guy.
One could see it that way. At least he has, I don't know, everything else.
That is true. He looks over to the guy again, who looks over and gives a little wave, and the Warforged next to you, Hatchet, does seem to be happier when he sees him like fully functioning and able to like notice he's there and wave. And he nods to himself. The conversation seems to wind down just in time for the train to come to a gentle stop. Everyone starts to stand and move towards the doors of the train. You've arrived. Finally. Well, it was good talking to you, mate. I hope you find what you're here for.
I will.
And he nods to you, hefts his little hatchet back over his back, and starts to move on out of the train along with everybody else. Everybody just kind of single file line getting out of here.
I mean, when they're that big.
And of course, as you look outside, you notice that the train station's like full of people. You see a variety of like humans, elves, etc., getting off of all of the other train cars. This seems to be the only one where there were any automatons on board.
You just look back to all the automatons leaving, then stand up.
And they all file out pretty quickly, but calmly. And it seems like there's actually somebody on board that comes from like further up in the train that kind of ushers you guys out, trying to get you out of the train quicker than you've been going. As you make your way to the front of the train, You step out, you see the city ahead of you, and you see that you're here. You're where you were meant to be, or at least you hope you're meant to be here. You hope to find something, anything that could help you. But now from the edge of town, we move inward to the dark alleyways tucked between various businesses and homes.
Oh,
Let's get it.
wonder who this is.
Let me get this ready.
I love all these little intros. Well done, Dick. Or Ethan.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks,
thank,
Dago.
thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
And they go clap, 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 clap.
The music in this one and it being in a little train car like fit so well and was
I
so
know.
fucking aesthetic.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Holy
I-
shit.
You ready for this little shit to rip someone
little-
off?
This little dirtman.
Chuffy V2, baby.
No,
Fuck
no.
off.
Oh,
No, Tesla,
Jesus.
you're better than that.
All right. We finally join Cassius Eden in the veins of the city, skulking about in thought. You've been in town for a few days, deliberating on whether or not to make your move on the Labyrinth. You've been plagued with nightmares, visions of going into that place, your motivation driving you to a pointless death. An overwhelming sense of danger comes from that place. In the meantime, you've been swiping food where you can, saving what money you have in case you need it. Every time you do, the pressure of a guilt that may or may not be yours grows heavier. But for a few hours now, these feelings have lightened once more. They aren't constant, just familiar.
All right. Should I just do whatever?
Yeah, do whatever.
Okay. So I'm currently like scavenging, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna look toward these. These are barrels.
Yeah.
See what's in these. Anything I can
Okay.
use.
Yeah, you open up the barrel, and as you get close, your little friend seems to poke out and start sniffing at the barrels. You want to describe that?
Oh yeah, sure. So
Back up.
Duke is a small rat. Brown in fur, just kind of looks like a mostly average rat. There are some like slightly darker patches on his fur, and he has like big, beady, black eyes.
Mhm. Yeah, Duke sort of pokes out and starts sniffing at this barrel when you get close to it. And when you open it, the food inside, it's not necessarily too old to eat, but it is definitely stale. And you see that it is just leftover and thrown out bread with bits of chunks of cheese wheel that weren't eaten, or at least not eaten all the way.
Hell yeah, Duke jackpot!
Oh no.
Oh hell
And,
yeah.
He's gonna reach in and grab like a handful of it, just a big bunch, and kind of shovel it into the backpack that he has.
All right, add 3 stale loaves of bread and 1 half-eaten cheese wheel to your inventory.
Sick. Okay, how much do those weigh?
The bread altogether probably weighs like, I want to say half a pound, and the half-eaten cheese wheel is like,
I mean, how much individually? Because I can just say 3.
well, I think
Oh.
altogether it's probably about a pound, so you could just put like the stale food in a list and then say it's 1 pound.
Okay.
That voice. That voice.
I love it. I like that.
It's
All
very
right,
good.
I have stale food. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna do that with the other 2.
Okay. The second barrel, when you look in, it does just seem to be absolute garbage and not even food. And the third barrel does not even have a lid. It just seems to be water that's been sitting out here for a while.
What? Come on! He's gonna kick over the barrel that has garbage in it.
Okay. Yeah, you kick it over. Garbage spills into the little alleyway.
Yeah. And then he's gonna look at the water and then look at his his own water skin.
Mhm.
You're like, probably. And he's gonna fill up the top off the water skin.
Okay.
And then take a sip to see if it's like good water or not.
It's definitely like warm because it's been out here, but
Yeah.
it does not seem to be, like too disgusting or anything.
Hell yeah! All right, looks good, Duke. Come on. Next section. You're pouring it big today, buddy.
And suddenly, actually, as you pass that smaller building, Duke perks up, sniffing incessantly. It seems to have caught a whiff of something good, and soon you catch on as well. The smaller building nearby, it's a house, and on the back windowsill rests a shepherd's pie freshly placed by the old woman that lives here.
Oh,
All right. You're eating like kings tonight.
I love this dude. He's
We've
so
actually we've hit top tier.
This is so good. Holy shit.
God.
I'm so sad. Yeah, okay. He's gonna try to kind of crouch down,
Mhm.
and then see if he can swipe the pie.
So
Like
as you
after noticing.
as you start to move over towards it, crouching to the ground, you get an overwhelming feeling of guilt, just thinking about this old woman inside the house.
Fuck off, Pops! Christ! He's gonna like smack his head a couple times.
Mhm. And as you're
Right.
moving over, make a stealth check for me.
I hope this goes bad. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that's good enough. You stealth on over, you slink on over, hiding beneath the bottom of the windowsill, and make a perception check for me now.
Okay.
From what you can tell, it doesn't sound like the old lady is in the room where the shepherd's pie was placed.
Hey, Duke. And he's gonna like get the little rat in his shoulder. He's gonna say,
Mhm.
"Scout it out for me, huh? Yeah." And he's gonna kind of like put his arm up a bit so that Duke can skitter up and check to see if she like is actually not there.
Duke hops on up right next to the shepherd's pie and starts looking around, and it does not seem that the old lady is in this room.
All right, he like, I assume just kind of looks back down to Cassius and goes like makes like a squeak
yeah.
or something.
He makes like a little squeak and a little nod. But then as he does that, just a few seconds after having checked, you both hear a wooden door creak open, and Duke like hops back onto your face. You hear footsteps and a bit of murmuring. Clearly, she is now back in the room.
Right. Okay, Duke. Here's what we're gonna do. All right. I need you to go in there, scare her, run around and feed her whatever. I'm gonna grab the pie. We go. I'll poof you. We go. Get you back later. We're gonna eat like kings. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna like get Duke back up on the sill. I want him to go into the room and like kind of just scurry around, see if he can scare the old lady,
Okay.
distract her.
Okay. Yeah, Duke hops on up and scurries into the room and roll, I want to say like intimidation.
I'm great at that.
Let's go.
I mean, it's for an old lady though.
Yeah. The rat starts scurrying around her feet, and she shrieks and starts jumping around and goes, "Oh no! Oh dear, a rat! Oh, a dirty little rat!"
I hate you.
Okay, while that's happening, I want to grab the pie.
Okay. Before you reach over for the pie, you get a flash of a vision in your mind, and the vision shows you being caught by the police and being kept from being able to even try to go into the dungeon. You just have this brief vision, a few flashes of images before it goes away. Your hand now right next to the pie, and the old lady completely distracted.
Is that an actual vision, or are you trying to make me feel bad? Just let me eat a fucking pie. I got stale bread and some cheese. This old lady can make so many more fucking pies. Come on.
Yeah, you don't get anything else after that.
Fucking come on, Duke. He's gonna move on.
All right.
He's not gonna risk getting caught.
After that, do you poof Duke, or does he like jump out the window?
He's gonna. Yeah, he'll just jump out the window.
Okay, yeah, he scurries around and hops out the window, and you don't hear anything from the old lady. She clearly was just happy that the rat was gone and didn't seem to try to look after it. And you move along. As you get over to these boxes, on top of this first one, you see like a hammer and like a little, like, what is that? Like a little hand hatchet These are clearly just like building tools, like a few nails and all that.
Yeah, yoink.
Okay, yeah. Add those things to your inventory. Those are like builder's tools or whatever they're
Build
called.
it.
I could look
Okay.
up the weights for them real quick if you want me to.
Yeah, if you could get those and like PM them to Tessa, that'd be good. Yeah, and inside of all of these boxes, it just kind of seems to be like, because these boxes look bigger than they're supposed to be, but these are just like small boxes that have been set up. Like somebody was kind of building on these roofs recently and like repairing them. So it's just kind of more of the same. You basically get enough for one builder's kit, and that's kind of it. Unless you just want to steal a bunch of builder's kits, which you can. You could steal up to like 3 if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, you got one then. And then inside of the
tools outside.
and I wanted to say, if you wanted, do you want to check the long box?
I would love to check the long box.
You open the long box, and there's a dude sleeping in there.
What the fuck? Hey, how old is this guy?
This dude is like middle-aged.
Yeah,
I will say,
Wait.
to also give you a better image of this person, he's also clearly homeless.
okay, he's sleeping?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rob him.
Okay. Yeah, roll sleight of hand for me with advantage.
Okay.
God.
Alright, unnatural 20.
Yeah.
How much-
You got it.
What's he got on him?
You steal 5 gold from him.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah. Alright, Cassie steps back and is gonna go enjoy his newfound riches in this little, like, alley here.
Okay. So let me move on from here. I gotta get the music set back up. This is such a good tune, by the way.
Thank you. I'm really into this tune.
I was hoping to be able to use this. Yeah.
Because I know you're not looking at Roll20 right now, but would you say what Cassius found was carpenter's tools?
Yes.
Okay, those were 6 pounds.
Cool.
All right. So let me move you guys back on out. You'll have to zoom out because we were zoomed in a little far for those maps. But within hours, you all make it within the kingdom's walls. Baldur's carriage arrives, Godfrey is led in through the main gate, Joyous Citadel steps off of his train, and Cassius awaits in the heart of the city. This is it. Today is the day. So now that you guys are all within the city, you aren't together, but you're all in here somewhere. There are multiple places that you can go within the city, each with different reasons that you might want to go there. So I'm going to start showing these off to you. This is the first location, and you'll see like little beads appear. This is the castle. It sits in the back of the city behind tall walls, guarded by many steel-clad knights. Of course, it houses the royal family. The next location is here. This is the Adventurers Guild. Owned by the Order of Daedalus, this guild is the hub of adventurers in Agios. It's well known within the city that they researched the Labyrinth and have sent scouting parties to explore it. How any information comes back to them is unknown. Their claim is that this is for the safety of the common folk, and to gain as much knowledge as they can about the Labyrinth. The next location is here. This is the tavern, named The Hideaway. This tavern is the most popular social spot in the city. The bar isn't huge, and the quality of food and drink isn't the best in the city, but it's damn good all the same. Plus, it's very close to the entrance to the Great Labyrinth, making it a necessary stop for all who travel through. Then we go out here.
Ethan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you intended this. These things look like they'd be delicious the same way Tide Pods would are delicious.
I'm gonna keep going.
Forbidden fruit.
They're like jelly
And I
belly.
want to eat them.
These are essentially. This is essentially like having a map on the table, and I'm putting marbles on it, and you're like, delicious.
Yeah, and I want to eat them.
God. All right. This next one that I revealed in this clearing to the left is the shopping quarter. This clearing is where most market stalls are set up. Every day, new items are available, and many businesses from in and out of town set up here to try and net the adventurers who are looking to enter the Labyrinth soon. This place gets much more business than any stationary shopfront. Another location is up here. And this is, of course, the docks. Ships dock here, of course, coming in and going out of the country. And many adventurers end up here by boat looking to enter the Labyrinth. However, just next to the docks themselves is a seafood marketplace. You can find fresh seafood here for non-inflated prices, though you'll need to prepare and store the fish yourself. And the final location that you'll find in the city of importance to you is right here in the middle. This is the Byzantine Temple. This temple serves as the entrance to the Great Labyrinth. It was built as the primary church in Agios, the royal family serving as devout followers for generations. The priests would give offerings to the gods and would receive blessings in return. Adventurers travel through the gate and into the labyrinth on a much more common basis than before. It seems that as time goes on, more people go in and fewer return. So, I guess I'd like to hear from everyone, because again, you guys are all separate. Like, where would you go first? I'm not really gonna go in a particular order. Just whoever wants to go where can kind of head where you want. Like, what are your priorities here?
I'm gonna use my newfound wealth, go get a meal at the tavern.
Okay.
And a room for the night, if I'm not leaving immediately.
Balder would want to go to the seafood market, and then from there would want to go to the tavern.
Okay.
What was this marker again?
That is the shopping quarter. It's basically the marketplace.
Okay, Godfrey would go to the marketplace.
Okay.
Joyous
then the
would
tavern
likewise
after.
go. Yeah. Joyous would go to the marketplace and... I'm trying to think about this. He doesn't need to
Okay.
sleep. He could literally sleep outside the entranceway. And he doesn't
You don't
sleep
even-
anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't even sleep.
Yeah, so we could just stand out there. 1 hour. No, he'd just go to the marketplace.
God. Okay.
And just
yeah,
stand
so-
like right there.
The first person that I am going to give focus to is going to be Balder.
Honk.
When you get to the seafood market, you know, you look around, see all these different shops, and let me just open something up, and I can tell you what there is to buy here.
Okay.
Let me see here. And I guess I'll ask, like, are you looking just for general seafood, or are you looking for any particular ingredients? Also, other than just seafood, there are also, like, fishing equipment and, like, boating equipment and stuff like that here.
No, he'd just be like walking around the stalls that are selling like fish, I guess, and
Okay.
he would be walking around looking visibly like out of his element and just kind of looking at things. He
Okay.
lived in the mountains. He may have never really seen a fish before.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you see these weird alien creatures on all of these tables being cut up and being served, people talking about eating them, and it's like, oh, these things look disgusting. But, you know, with the tools that you see, like things like spears, nets, fishing equipment, and all that seems very cheap. There are people that sell rowboats, which are outside of what you are able to purchase, but they are here.
Yeah.
Kind of expensive, but not super expensive. Most importantly are the fish, which I need to go down to. Let's see. I have like a long. I basically have like a. What's it called? Like a.
Like a list.
Well, it's like more of a shopping catalog.
Ah.
So it's like kind of about finding where the fish are, because the fish are like not with the other food. So this will take me just a sec to look at, if you guys want to like talk while I do this.
Oh man.
Anyone else never seen a fish before?
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
It's like I was like, Godfrey would never come off as a cowboy. And then
Chose.
they're
Yeah.
all like,
Are you
God,
kidding me?
he's a
Cowboy
cowboy.
cleric.
He was. He's a
Cowboy.
religious
He's a cool-
cowboy.
he's a cool cowboy. He's like one of those like cool preacher types
Yeah.
that you saw, and like that's what his like vibe gives me, like old west preacher who's now vindictive and has gone off on his own, you know, his own journey.
You know what's
Also, I
funny?
realize now that my carrying capacity is 90 pounds, and I am 20 pounds away from that right now. So
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
one of
Well,
y'all is
fucking
gonna be carrying my shit.
disgusting.
I will say that the shopping quarter is known for like, allowing people to barter and allowing people to like trade and sell items. So last chance for if you have any garbage you don't need to get rid of it.
I sold robes earlier.
Yeah, you did. But okay, so what Balder sees, you see different types of shellfish. You see, fish being hung up, salted, or whatever.
Mhm.
And all of this stuff is really cheap. You can get different kinds of fish for like 2 gold per fish, and each fish is like half a pound. Will, does that sound right? A half pound
Yeah.
fish? Okay.
Yeah, no, that does.
Is that
Yes.
is that hefty? Is that good?
It's on the smaller scale.
What about
Ethan-
it like a
Ethan
pound?
similarly has never seen a fish before.
I've never seen
Um,
a fish before.
A
What about
pound of
one-
fish is a good size.
Okay, then
It's a fair size.
Then it's a 1 pound fish for 2 gold per fish. Actually, it's 1 gold per fish.
Okay.
And you also see various shellfish that are each also like 1 gold per like little cluster of shellfish meat that's kind of sort of and you also actually in one section just see like just big bug meat. Like giant bugs that have been killed and sort of prepared to be eaten. And that is that's like basically a gold for 2. So you
No,
can
I
get
don't-
those more
I
of
don't
those.
think Balder's gonna. He wants to try fish, but he's not gonna try bug. I think he's.
No, you know
okay.
what bugs are and you're not a fan?
Yeah, he's seen a bug on
know
his way
what
here.
Yeah. You don't want any roach meat?
No, he's seen bugs on his way, and he's decided he's not a fan of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'd go up to just basically some random stall and be like, excuse me, sir, what is a good starter fish?
Starter.
I'm a bit of a first timer.
I see. Well, what you looking to do? You looking for a simple meal? You looking for something nice for, what are you looking for?
A fish to eat?
And you say you want a starter fish, eh?
Yes.
Tell you what, I have a really good supply of salmon here. Perfectly good, easy to prepare. You can have, I'd say, I'll give you a deal. 3 salmon for 2 gold per 3 that you buy.
Oh. Well, alright. That sounds like a good deal to him.
Yeah, and then you shake hands with him. And how many are you gonna buy?
He'll just buy 3.
Okay.
He was gonna just buy 1, but then this man said 3.
All right. So you do the deal with him. You get your fish, and you move on your way. And to let you know, out of character, yeah, he did just give you a deal for some fish.
Nice.
Yeah, so you have some good fish in your inventory. Is there anything else you want to do in the area?
No. Once he has his fish, he'd go to the tavern.
Oh, I should also mention that there is a place here where you actually see somebody set up with boxes. And when you go over to this person, the boxes are like relatively small, but they're decent for they're kind of like a toolbox in size.
Okay.
But they have little runes carved into them, and if you want to try to open one and test it out, you would see that the inside is cold.
Yeah, he would ask about these for whoever's like selling these.
Yeah, the ice boxes. We have some people on the docks that are able to make these. The runes are magically charged. It keeps food inside cold, or well, I guess anything you put inside, it keeps it cold. This is going to be working for, I'd say, the next 48 hours. It'll be pretty consistent. I'm charging like 8 gold for these.
Oh. Well, I wish you luck in it. You would nod and go on with 7 gold.
Is it like it's like clear to her that like he sort of maybe would have wanted it?
No,
and she's like,
he was just curious, but once he heard it was at his price range, she was like, no further need to be curious.
Okay. Yeah, she looks to you and watches you walk off and sort of shrugs to herself and keeps with her ice boxes. And you head on out to the tavern. So let me move us to the tavern here.
Wait, Ethan, can I?
Yeah?
I realized I want to trade some items in the market.
Yeah, I mean, you could always do that later. Like, it's not like
Okay,
you go to one
that's fine.
place and you
Alright,
can't
sick.
go anywhere else.
Sick. Fantastic. Do
Okay.
that later then.
Let me.
Ooh.
All right.
Holy shit.
So,
I love this table.
which table?
The goblin table.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
This one's Muffy.
Muffy?
This one's Buffy.
William Buffy.
This one's Wuffy. Holy shit!
Love me some Wuffy, dude.
I like me some William Buffy.
The first person to step in is Cassius, and stepping into the tavern, you're hit with a wave of warmth and the smell of good food. Many adventurers chatter about, the place seeming to be packed. Or at least close to packed.
Hell yeah, alright!
Oh no.
Yeah! And I'm gonna walk right up to the countertop. And is there
Okay.
is there a bartender? Yeah. And like, kinda, hey Pops! Can I get me a meal over here, maybe?
Oh, what can I do you for? What do you want? And then he sort of like, he kind of waddles on over to you.
Can I get some nice, meat and bread and like a little bit of ale? I'm treating myself today.
All right, I see. Treating yourself. Let me check on here. Let me check prices so I don't give you shit. Let me see. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, he sort of like looks at the menu and he says, All right. Maybe you like some roast goat with a cheese wheel on the side. A little bit of ale with that?
Hell yeah, that sounds great.
All right. That'll be, I'll say 3 gold for the meal.
He stops and kind of, 3 gold, huh?
Yeah, 3 gold for a good meal.
Usually charge that much for a meal?
I will also say, for people that are used to having silver and copper, I've decided to only use gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
I'm like, that's more than a room.
No, yeah. I'm like, I have like a catalog here, and I'm sort of adjusting it based on wanting all of them to mean gold.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. He's gonna kind of take out a little, not even take out, but like kind of look at the coin purse,
Mhm.
and then just go, any chance for a discount or something there, Pops? I'm visiting and not, don't really have a whole lot. Could we bump that down to 2, maybe?
Treating yourself, but a little too rich for your blood, right? All right. How about, how about our bloodhawk eggs for 2 gold?
What?
Bloodhawk eggs. They're big, really hearty eggs.
Listen, all right. How about the previous meal, but for 2 gold?
Sorry, I'm not the bartering type.
I could give you like a floor show or something. Yeah, You ever seen a dancing rat?
A dancing rat, you say?
Yeah, one that dances, and it's a rat.
Well, I don't really know if I want a rat to be on show in my tavern.
Come on, it's a rat. Everybody loves rats. It's a rat. Rats.
All right, tell you
Stop
what.
Saying rat.
I'll make a deal with you. If you have your pet rat do a good enough dance and everybody loves it, I'll bump the meal down to 1 gold. But if you pull out your rat and it scares everyone out, I'm calling the guards and having you arrested.
What the fuck?
Take it or leave it, or how about you just spend 3 gold?
All right, fuck, 3 gold.
He smiles and you hand it forward.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's for the 3 gold, begrudgingly.
Yeah,
He
he takes
20
it.
gold.
He takes it. He takes the gold from you and gives you a firm pat on the shoulder, and he's like, "Ah, that's our boy. All right, I'll get something prepped up for you real fast." And he sort of
Oh.
heads back to go talk to the chef.
Bet they would have fucking loved the dancing rat. They would have fucking loved it.
Dude drives a fucking hard bargain. Buy my roasted duck or you're arrested.
Yeah, it's like because he was thinking like, oh yeah, you can pull out a rat. That might scare everybody out. So if you do that, I'm going to arrest you. he's a hard salesman, that one. But yeah, yeah, he heads back and starts talking to the chef, and now you're free to mingle in the tavern.
Oh man, I mean, it's okay. He's gonna while he's waiting, he's gonna move over to this person
Okay.
and kind of like move around the back,
Mm-hmm.
plop down.
Okay.
Jumps the couch.
As you can see, the person you're standing next to is wearing armor and actually seems to have an emblem of the Royal Guard.
Oh shit!
And
He immediately
goes,
gets up.
oh.
you sit down and notice this, and she's like, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?" Just kind of talking friendly to you, not like she knows you.
Hey there, not. She asked what I was doing. How am I doing?
Yeah.
Not bad. What about you?
I just taking a load off while I'm not on work. Hey, yeah, the couch is the best place to sit, am I right?
Yeah, totally right. Work. You're guard?
Oh yeah, one of the guards around here. They normally keep me on the outer wall, so I don't really get a chance to come around here much.
Oh man, they keep a lot of guards around this area, huh?
Oh yeah, we got tons.
Yeah. I mean, I bet that must be be not great for the other areas where there's not that many guards.
Oh, you mean in town or like other cities?
In town.
Oh no, we got guards everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
You got that big of a force, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, ever since, the Labyrinth happened, they've sort of been trying to keep our numbers up and up, just in case anything happens.
Yeah. Like what? What's the priority here that we're going for after?
Well, I mean, different monsters, random rabble, crimes, the works.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up and get my food.
All right. Hey, good talking
Yeah.
to you, buddy. Hey, wait.
Yeah,
Hey, what's your name?
Adam.
Adam? Nice to meet you. I'm Lila.
All right, good to meet you, Lila.
She shakes
Me,
your hand.
Adam.
She shakes your hand, grabbing it, just kind of shaking it as you go.
He's trying to leave. He's like trying to. Yep. All right. Great. Yep. Fantastic. Yep.
You're able to leave her. The other guard that is actually sitting here, it is another guard, looks over to her and sort of like, they sort of banter back and forth a little bit about how you were clearly made uncomfortable by that. But it seems like the other girl just thought it was kind of the guard's fault.
Yeah.
As you head over past this table, when you head past this table, you just see this group of people. They've got a big meal and they're sort of talking to the waitress as you go by. Just to let you know who this is.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Cassius is just gonna take a seat here and is probably gonna keep to himself.
And actually, as you sit down, you see a mostly finished drink and some crumbs on the table, along with a bunch of gold that was seemingly left for the barkeep.
Ooh,
Oh.
how much?
Is anybody? How much? Yeah. How much is that?
It's 6 gold.
Anybody looking at me?
I mean, people are around. You'd have to maybe do a sleight of hand to,
Yeah, I'm gonna do sleight of hand. Try to take 2
Okay.
as a partial payback for what I was made to give for my
You
meal.
were forced to pay.
But I
this
was forced
horrible
to
man.
pay this terrible, terrible blood price that I had. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you swipe 2 gold. In fact, I didn't mean to do that. You swipe 2 gold, like, super easily.
Yeah.
Just incredibly easily, you take 2 out of the 6, and nobody really seems to notice. Do you
Yeah,
want
do
to keep
that.
sitting in this spot, or?
No, he's gonna move to
Okay.
here.
All right, yeah, and you sit down. Next to you, you see these 2 big buff dudes, like, chilling and talking and kind of, shouting to each other, having a good time, and they're both clearly drunk, having
There's
left
no-
a little bit of gold on the table for the barkeep between them.
There's no fucking safe place to sit in this tavern.
uh,
I'm
you know,
moving here.
Wait, hold on. Let me come look at you again. You go over near those dudes, you get scared, and you kind of head to the table.
Yeah.
And not too much time passes before somebody else enters the tavern.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, that's me.
Oh man.
Yeah, you ended up at the fish market pretty early in the morning, and you head here at about this time.
Okay. Balder walks in, still carrying his 3 fish with his hands, and is just gonna walk right up to the counter.
Okay. As you walk up to the counter, and Cassius, as you're like sitting here at your table, you know, if you're paying attention or if you're looking for him, you'd notice that the barkeep comes on back out, heads behind the counter, and starts sort of picking up the gold that was left behind. Get that. And as he moves by here, Cassius, are you watching? Are you paying any sort of attention?
I guess he'd probably try not to even like look in that direction
Okay.
to act like he's totally doesn't know what's going on over there.
Mhm.
If anything.
Well, regardless of how much of a peek you try to sneak, he just kind of sort of comes by, sweeps up the gold, and doesn't really seem to pay attention to how much it is. And he keeps on going. He pockets it,
That's
and
a
as
character laugh.
he sort of walks by these 2 ladies who seem to be chatting each other up, asks how they're doing, and then he spots Balder holding like 3 salmon, and he jogs on over. Oh, what can I do for you, sir?
Hello. I recently have come to acquire these fish that you see, and he like
I see.
just lets go of them, lets them thump onto the table.
Oh, they're very nice.
Could you cook one of them for me?
Oh, very well, yeah. Do you have anything you want to go with it?
Do things go with fish?
Oh, yes.
Aw.
You could get, some vegetables or potatoes on the side. You could get some spices, whatever to make it, any better.
No, I think I will just have the fish.
All right, then. Yeah, that'll be free of charge. And he picks it up and
Oh,
goes to take it on back.
well, all right.
And you have your 2 more salmon sitting there on the counter as this dude goes back carrying your salmon to the chef again.
He picks those up and just kind of cradles them underarm, and I guess we'll sit here at the counter.
Okay.
His 7/8 form creaking into a stool.
Cassius, do you take any notice of this man?
I mean, yeah, he's like this huge fucking dude.
Yeah, with
He's
like,
like this big-
bullhorn helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna migrate again for like the 4th time. Over back to where I was sitting.
Okay.
Sorry, and then I'm gonna die of tuberculosis.
I'm gonna mention as you like bounce on over here, you notice that there are like a few people, not everybody obviously, but there are scattered eyes in the tavern that are now watching you because people are either worried about you or suspicious of you.
Oh, because I'm moving so much.
You're like
Yeah,
an
'cause you're bouncing
energetic
around.
child.
Yeah.
I mean, he does look young, so I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably note this and then just kind of lean at the counter and be like, "Hey there, big guy."
Balder stares straight ahead for like a solid 5 seconds before turning. Oh, me?
Yeah, what other big guy would I be referring to?
Balder's gonna look around the room to see if anyone else is significantly tall.
Let me look actually. Let's see. Around this room, this lady is actually quite tall. She's actually a little shorter, but about as tall as you are.
Oh.
And also these 2 dudes over here, very big, very buff dudes.
I suppose you could have been talking to them. He points to the men across the bar.
Yeah, but they're across the bar. If I wanted to talk to them, I'd probably, go over there, right?
That's fair.
Yeah, buddy. What are you up to? What's with the fish?
I bought them earlier today.
Ah, at the marketplace, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How much you buy 'em for?
3 gold?
Yeah. You bought 2 for 3 gold.
I bought 3 for 3 gold.
What happened to the third?
I gave it to the man.
What man?
He points to the other side of the counter.
Is he the bartender?
Yes, is that his title?
Yeah, the tender of the bar.
Okay.
You not been to a bar before, bud?
I have not been to many places before, no.
Holy shit! Seriously? You been living under a rock?
On top of them, actually.
Holy shit! You just live on a pile of rocks?
I guess that's what a mountain is.
Mountain man. Yeah, I see. All right. This your first time in what is this place called again? The city?
This is the city of Agios, but the
Agios.
the people that sort of are a bit more like jaded and maybe have a little more hate for the place call it Agrios, adding an R in the middle. Changes the meaning.
Yeah. Well, he's noting the guards. And this is your first time in Agios, then?
Yes.
Shit, you never been to a bar. Right. You just gave him the fish to fry, yeah?
He's to cook them. I don't know if he's going to fry them. I was not
Hey,
specific in my instructions.
I mean, it's basically like the same thing. You cook them through so they don't give you poisoning or whatever it is, you know?
Are fish poisonous?
If you eat them raw, it, like, makes you puke and shit, man.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
I've never seen a fish before.
You've never seen a fish before.
No, there's not a lot of lakes at mountain peaks.
You've never seen, like, a picture of a fish before? In, like, a book or something?
There's not a lot of books at mountain peaks.
Wait, so you don't live in a mountain city. You lived in, like, an actual mountain.
Well, not in the mountain. We lived on top of the mountain. There were tents, teepees, and the like.
Holy shit! You just lived up there with, like, no action, just a tent.
He tilts his head to the side and goes, "Do people really not know much about Goliaths?" He seems kind of hurt.
You're a fucking Goliath? I should probably guess.
He motions to his exposed gray skin.
I mean, you just could be like an off-color, orc or something. I don't know.
That seems hurtful.
Hey, it's not hurtful unless you're the orc.
Okay.
Either way, a Goliath, huh?
Yes.
What are you doing here then?
Well, I feel like it's what are most people doing here, to my knowledge.
Labyrinth, huh?
Yes, he nods.
Yeah. Which, how long you been in this? How long you been here then?
I just arrived this morning.
Done much preparing?
I mean, fish. He motions to the fish he bought.
You got rations there, buddy?
I mean, I packed some with me.
Huh. You know what? I'm actually thinking of heading my way through that way too. The labyrinth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
He kind of catches himself. Seems like he was gonna laugh at first and then doesn't.
Oh, that's mean. What? Something funny?
You are very small.
I'm a hell of a lot quicker than you are, bud.
Well, I don't think that really. I don't think that makes up for your smallness.
I don't know about that. I'm really not that tiny. And how's something gonna kill me if they can't even catch me first? Huh?
Things can shoot arrows.
Yeah, I can dodge.
Well, I hope you can.
Yeah.
And as these two talk about these things and sort of start discussing the labyrinth, we're actually going to move out of the tavern. These two are talking away for a little bit as we're going to now move over to the marketplace.
Also,
to
just
do
do my.
this.
This is motherfucking Rocket Raccoon and Drax in fan.
Wait, what?
It is!
Oh,
Hang on, I want to see
God.
what. Whomst?
Huh?
Where?
This is Rocket Raccoon and Drax.
He's referring to your two interactions.
Oh, us two.
Oh.
It really is.
God,
I
it
thought I was
really
looking
is.
around like, where's the raccoon fantasy man?
Yeah, I was like, where did I put a raccoon on this map? On
Also,
this map.
which one of them is gonna die? Place your check marks now. This one's gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're gonna move away from the tavern and into the marketplace. You want to maybe zoom out a little bit to see all of
Oh.
it, and you'll find the entrance to the marketplace over to the left, and who we find arriving here first.
Okay.
Look out, the swagger is
The
approaching.
boys walking in.
Joyous Citadel is the first to arrive at the marketplace, fresh off of the train, actually.
Well,
You're
you
free
just
to just do as you want.
walk up. You take a quick look around, see if anything's like trying to grab attention.
The things that you notice around here, of course, you see like this big array of tents and you know storefronts and all that. The well in the center with a small halfling woman, you know, playing a little ditty. She seems to be a bard, and a big bright red tent over to the left.
He would make a kind of like beeline towards the red tent.
Okay. And not too much long after, actually like parting your way through the crowds and all that, at about the same time as you get over to the tent, someone else arrives at the marketplace.
Oh, hello.
There he is.
There's the boy.
So
Uh,
first, while you decide what you're gonna do, I'm gonna give a little beginning thing to Joy here.
Okay.
It's a good song.
There's
Uh,
some
As you move over, you know, you find this big scarlet tent standing to the side. And when you enter the red tent, you find yourself staring at dimly lit candles, a glowing anvil, and this woman sitting behind it all. Let me show you. Her.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This lady's going to put a curse on me.
It's the witch that cursed tragedy.
Oh no.
You see this woman. The inside of the tent smells of lavender. The woman brings her arms out to the sides. Hello, welcome to Emerald Hills Enchanting. My name is Jade, the prettiest of the Enchantress twins. What would you like?
Oh, I was just looking. Good day. You just step back.
He just leaves without asking what she's doing.
Yeah.
Prettiest of the Enchantress twins.
You step back out, and she seems disappointed as the flaps close. And now for Godfrey, as you're moving towards the center. The center.
The same.
As you're moving
no,
towards
he's closing in.
as you're,
Look
as
up
you're moving
behind you,
towards,
ma'am.
Oh no, she's got AirPods in.
As you're moving towards the center, you notice that this clearing is where, of course, most of the market stalls are set up. And oh wait, I'm reading the wrong thing. Oops. The shopping quarter is filled with the sounds of murmuring and banter as people investigate the tents for what they have. It doesn't seem too busy at the moment to either of you, so you guys might actually be able to grab some good stuff before anybody else gets their hands on it.
Okay, I have a list. I was making a list while they did their.
Hmm.
Also, can I just say, I was looking at the official costs.
Okay.
A fucking spyglass is worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I need a small like handheld mirror.
Well, you can look around for stuff when you start shopping.
Oh, God, I
Are
thought
you
were
asking
selling-
this lady if you can find a handheld mirror?
I guess I would walk up and ask this lady. I suppose. Yeah, let's do it. Godfrey would walk up and flag this woman down.
She's here doing a little ditty on what seems to be like a sort of variation on a ukulele, and she finishes off a little song as she looks to you. I had a voice for her and I forgot it, so I'll just do one on the spot.
All right.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Excuse me, miss. Are you familiar with the market?
I'm pretty familiar. Come out here and play songs every day.
I was looking for a handheld mirror and a lantern with oil.
Well, I'm pretty sure you could find a lantern around here, but I'm not really sure about a mirror. I mean, they might have one.
Thank you. And he offers her a gold piece.
Oh, she takes it and she smiles. And she's like, "Oh, thank you, mister. Oh, I suppose I should probably say, the places where you're gonna find those kinds of items. Let me take a look a bit, so I don't lie to you. Um, yeah.
She lies for the gold piece.
Yeah, the beige tints and some of the white tints near the center. That's where you're gonna find stuff like that. Whatever they do happen to be selling today.
Thank you. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you too, mister."
And he did sort of a gesture with his hand.
And she mimics the gesture and then does like a little bow to him, like not not making fun of him, but clearly like enjoying his presence. And she's like, "Hey," posing for him.
He tips his hat and walks off.
Okay. So
Okay.
now what I'll let you guys know as you're moving through the marketplace. Of course, Godfrey, you've learned that the beige and all of the beige tents and the white tents near the center all seem to have like adventuring supplies and general goods. And Joyous Citadel, as you're up there, you notice that the brown and green tents around you have like market produce, drinks, and foods and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to shop for anything particular, you can look around and do as you please, wading through the crowds.
Does anyone have water skins here as well?
Yes, people would have water skins, and that would be actually about. Can you guys hear the dogs in the background?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
All right. But yes, they would be about in the area that you're at. Let me look for some prices for you.
I have them right here if you want me to read them.
Yeah, what are the prices that you see?
2 silver pieces for a water skin that's full. And then the other thing I needed was a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm debating if I want to. I guess I would get a hooded lantern, which is 5 gold pieces.
So
and then
yeah, you can finish what you're saying.
I'm just trying to find out because there was a lantern, and then also you need a lantern, which is 1 silver piece.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes. So what you do find here is that you're not going to be buying like full water skins. You will just be buying like empty water skins you can fill yourself.
Okay.
And they are all going to be, because again, we don't have like silver and copper and stuff, but you can find empty water skins for 1 gold each. The hooded lantern is going to actually be 3 gold,
Okay.
and the regular lantern that has the 10-foot thing is like 1 gold. It's like not hooded and completely open to being broken and not protected.
Does it come with oil at all?
Yeah, they come with a little bit of oil, like enough for probably like a few hours of light.
Okay. I would buy 1 water skin, a hooded lantern, and 3 flasks of oil.
Let me see flasks of oil here to see if I have.
It's 1 silver piece per thing. Actually, I lied by 5.
Let me see.
If you want to round that up to a gold piece per 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So that altogether is so 1 gold piece for the oil.
And
What did you
Joyous Citadel, are you looking for anything in particular while you're here?
He'd be wandering around looking for like he notices all produce and he'd walk right past, like
Okay.
go back, like kind of unnecessary. He'd be looking for something that like looks like the area designated to the people who try and catch all the people trying to go to the labyrinth, the exploring section, I guess.
Yeah, and you actually, as you're walking forward, you see this section straight ahead of you. 3 very special tents. I mean, they're all white, but they each seem to be decked out with different types of items. This top area here seems to have different types of armor and weaponry. This tent here seems to have, let me check again. This seems to be a potion, and the last one seems to have general arcane goods. And as well, if you look on the other side, opposite those, you see things like camping equipment and the like, at these tents.
So this is the weapons one?
Yes.
Okay, he'd approach that.
Okay. As you do, the dwarf that's up here making a purchase, sort of nods to the guy, turns around and gives you a little thumbs up and then moves out of your way. This hooded dude next to you seems to be like eyeing the stall, but sort of staying back.
So I said, would quickly walk on. Oh, hello.
Hello, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a whetstone.
Oh, whetstone. Let me see here. And of course, there'll be little breaks while I look at items because I don't have these like on a list.
How much did you say the lantern and water skin was for?
The water skin was 1. The hooded lantern is 3 gold.
Okay, thank you. I'm just making a list.
Yeah, you're good. Let's see. Whetstone. Yeah.
What does a whetstone do?
Sharpen.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I'm realizing now that doing only gold is kind of hard because you can have like a bottle for a gold and a whetstone for a gold, even if like one's supposed to be copper. But we're gonna run with it. Yeah, you go up and he says, "Oh yeah, got some good whetstones here for 1 gold each."
I'll take 2.
All right. In fact, I'll give you 2 for the price of 1. These things are pretty easy to come by.
Oh.
And he hands them over to you.
Thank you. He'd
He
take
nods.
them. And, like, he'd like slip them into his backpack that he has on, and then just turn around and keep walking.
Okay. You see this dude sort of like move off behind the tents and go over this way. All right, you continue on your little journey through the market. Godfrey making his purchase next to this lady who starts to move on.
Very long.
Oh, I thought she was the merchant. Oh.
No, you were just kind of standing there next to her, making your purchases as she was like kind of eyeing the place, and then she realized she wasn't making a decision quick enough, so she just kind of moved over to the next stall.
Oops.
Godfrey just cut in line.
Yeah, God, what a bastard.
Yeah, I will say, like, none of the people you see are the merchants. They're all just kind of implied to be under the tent. Everybody you see here are just people walking out and about in the market.
Okay. I'm gonna add all my stuff once I'm done my shopping because I might buy more.
Okay. Yeah, you just have it like jotted down on a little list before you put them on. Okay.
I have a note here. I got an open notepad.
All right.
Okay, that's case, chest. God,
do
everything's so
see,
expensive.
Well, again, I'm kind of like playing with the prices a little bit. Just say what you're looking for, and I'll give you a price.
Still no mirror. No one.
Let's see. You're looking for a little handheld mirror.
A little
do you
handheld
know-
mirror, like like a compact one that you'd hold, like it's just a round
Yeah.
hole that would
Yeah.
fit in your.
Let me see to be sure.
Uh-oh. Test crashed.
Well, that's we're just doing a little bit of shopping right now.
Yeah,
so we
she's
can-
like, just continue on.
Okay. So the general goods. You're actually going to find behind you there's like a line of beige tents here. And they seem to have like different types of items, but that center beige tent does seem to have a few mirrors on display.
Oh, he'd walk over there and inquire about those.
Some of them seem to be surrounded by ivory, some of them surrounded by steel and the like, depending on what material you want the mirror to be held in.
Just something sturdy, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, then you could get one of the ivory mirrors, and it costs 3 gold.
What about the steel ones?
The steel ones are 4 gold.
Why is steel more than ivory?
Just is. Because that's the decision I made right in the moment, so there it is.
Because okay.
Got a lot of ivory.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess ivory shortages are not abundant around here.
All right, ivory's 4, silver is 3. There you go.
Yeah, a steel mirror is 5 gold. It says.
It'd be heavy as shit.
Yeah, I'd assume it would be. I assume it's a smaller one. It's not a full one.
Yeah, and I will say the catalog I'm looking at, it has like normal, cheap, and expensive prices, and I'm playing around with some of those. So that's why I say, like, if you're looking for something, just tell me, and I'm going to give you the price I think it should be worth for this market.
Okay, I just buy this. I just buy the ivory one then, because that's pretty sturdy.
Okay, yep, that's going to be 3 gold, or 4 gold. Sorry, it's going to be 4 gold, and you get a very nice handheld mirror. And back to Joyous. Is there anything specific that you're looking for?
Oh no, he's actually just walking around seeing what people are buying
Okay.
for preparation into this labyrinth. Like,
yeah, this lady next to you seems to be like, you don't know if she's an adventurer, but you can tell based on what she's doing that she probably is that she is buying a bunch of healing potions. This lady up here just seems to be grocery shopping, and the 2 dudes ahead of you seem to be buying like camping equipment. They sort of seem to be deliberating on which tent to get and like, looking at different bedrolls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And of course down here is just general arcane goods, which nobody seems to be looking at.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he's very upset about it.
Just another day. I feel that. How much would a blanket cost me?
A blanket? Let
A
me
nice
see.
warm blanket.
That's just gonna be a single gold.
Okay,
And you can get like 2 blankets for that.
Oh, sure. I'll take 2 blankets.
Yeah, they're kind of like roll. It's kind of like a blanket and a sheet or something. Sure.
Yeah, just something warm.
Yeah,
It is. And for one.
you can make that purchase, and it'd probably be in that same stall that you're at.
1 gold warm blanket. Okay. Cool beans. I think that's all I need. And I'm gonna walk up this way.
Be back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now that Kai's gonna be right back. And all right, yeah. As you guys are making your way through the marketplace, Joyous is sort of eyeing, what different people are buying, what the stalls have, and Godfrey was, getting things on his little list. You're both kind of coming to the same point in the market, just about. Joyous, are you looking to start buying anything that these other people are buying, or are you just kind of watching what they're getting still?
He's just watching what they're getting.
Okay.
All right. So Godfrey's gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Yep. Joyce would
And
do the
you-
exact same.
You notice this automaton sort of looking around as you both nearly walk into each other.
You do a
Godfrey-
spin.
Godfrey would pause and kind of watch him but go by.
Joyce
they-
wouldn't even notice himself being watched.
Are automatons rarer?
Automatons have started becoming more common. But there's like a chunk of people that does not really view them as people, but obviously they're becoming more sentient and, people. So, like there is a majority that are becoming more used to them being a part of society, but they definitely take up a very small portion of the population.
Ah. One sec. Before you go, I am going to.
Try to rob you.
Yeah, that's it.
This is for communion!
Before you go, I cast banishment. So
I have 2 bags of holding, and I'm just gonna make them kiss.
We need to get out of here. We need our escape plan.
Nah, Godfrey's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna tip his hat.
Okay. Didn't want to kill him yet. Later.
No, he's not gonna kill. He's not
Hey,
undead.
guys.
He doesn't give a shit.
You guys pass by each other.
Yeah. Joyce would like look back and be like, "What's he trying to contact me?" And he'd just turn back and keep going.
Godfrey would stop and ask this gentleman something quickly.
This is a lady.
It's
Mhm.
hard. I wasn't zoomed in.
That's fine.
What
Yeah, what
is
do you
like-
want to ask her? She kind of looks back and is like,
He's like, where would I be able to find some holy water, miss?
Probably over at the arcane tent, maybe.
Oh, he seems kind of baffled by that because he half expected her to point him to a church.
She just kind of assumes that what you're looking for is here and gives you that answer as if she doesn't actually know. She's just like, I think it'd be over there.
Okay, he tips his hat and thanks. He's like, blessings to you.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
kind of walks by.
Then she gets her potions and starts
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gag.
Yeah. So you walk over here and you see a bunch of arcane goods, and the guy like perks up. He's like, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?"
Hi. Do you have any holy water?
He sort of like starts searching through his stuff. Holy water. No, I don't have any of that.
And I just realized I can make holy water, but it's another ability.
Yeah, that's fine.
He just nods and tips his hat and says, "Thank you, anyways."
Yeah. Thanks.
You should
Indeed.
advertise.
He's like, I'm trying. I'm here. This is the place to be. Everybody thinks I have all the weird stuff that nobody else has, and I mean I do, but there aren't a lot of spellcasters around, I guess.
What do you
I mean,
have? He'd ask.
Stuff I do have. I've got like arcane focuses. I've got some staves. I have empty bottles in case anybody is able to like make potions themselves. Candles, scrolls. Actually, some of the stuff I do have, which I haven't seen any mages come by in a while, but I've got spell books and scrolls that you can scribe spells onto. I figured that going down into the dungeon, you might be able to find some shit that you might want to copy. So, this is stuff that maybe you can bring spells with you, but just stuff like that, magic stuff. I have some instruments too, actually.
How much for a single book and something to write with?
Well, I'll give you the quill and a little bit of ink for free. The spell book itself is going to cost. How much gold did you say you have, Will?
It's not a spell book; it's a blank book.
Oh, just a blank book. Oh, in that case, he's like, oh, I mean, I could give you a spell book, but it might be weird if you write in it with stuff that isn't spells. I don't know what it'll do if you do that.
Correct.
The world explodes. How much does it cost?
Well, the spell books are like 8 per book.
Can't clerics just adjust their things every rest? Isn't that how?
Maybe different magic users work differently.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
wizards are the ones that need spellbooks.
Yeah. I'll just. Do you have any normal blank books just on the off chance?
No, but the guys across from me do.
This poor dude.
He'd tip his hat and go, blessings to you.
Yeah, bless you.
And he'd walk over and buy him.
Oh, and he'd pointed to this tent. The one that's here has like camping supplies.
He'd ask about inquire about a book and some.
Yeah, you could get a blank book and the stuff that you'd write with for 1 gold.
All right, I'll buy 1 book, and that'll be probably the end of my shopping.
Okay.
That poor guy.
That poor guy. He doesn't get any wizards.
He never gets nothing.
He never gets nothing.
He never.
I hated like the watery warble in your voice, Tessa.
I'm eating.
All right.
I was
And
just
I-
eating fucking
I will let you guys know as well. Rather than spell books being a wizard thing, anybody that can use magic can use spell books for the purpose that I said. Like, if you find a spell and you describe it into the spell book for, to be able to use it, that is something spell books are useful for. Just to let you guys know in case you are interested in being able to copy spells.
Uh,
I mean, you already left. You made your decision.
yeah, you didn't inform me, but that's fine.
I did. I directly informed you that that's what it was used for. I think we're waiting for Kai to come back now.
I'm already here.
There he is. All right. Is Joy going after any particular items while he's in the marketplace?
Nope.
Okay. Some time is passing, and if you guys aren't looking for anything else, you can both head out of the marketplace if you wish.
Yeah, Godfrey's gonna head to the tavern.
Okay. And what about Joy?
Joy would also head to the tavern.
All right.
Sees how they
So-
prepare. Now now he wants to see how their mental state is before they go in.
Okay. Yeah. Let me prep this.
5. So I spent 11 gold. Holy.
Spent 1. Hog.
I'm down.
Just prepping some stuff before I get you guys in here.
All good. I'm digging the music, so you're good.
Thanks.
You're lucky.
You get a pass for now.
All right. So as we come back to the tavern, it's been a little bit. Baldur got his fish back and has been eating his plain but cooked salmon, and Cass has been eating bloodhawk eggs.
No, I got my regular, my regular.
Oh,
meal.
right.
Thank
Well,
you.
I forgot. So the meal is represented by eggs.
Oh, good.
It's the last thing I had remembered saying. But you're eating your full meal. You're both having a good time. You've been chatting a little bit here and there, unless you guys might have struck up like a full conversation about the labyrinth and going in and all. the bartender had come back, given you your stuff, and went over to go talk to the guys. And Godfrey makes his way to the tavern and actually enters through.
Godfrey
Oh,
would
shit.
take off his hat with
Mhm.
respect, and
Mhm.
he would walk over.
But not your mask.
No, he's mask
Mhm.
on still.
Mhm.
And he'd pass these two.
Mhm.
He'd look a little out of place.
Holy shit, big guy, get a load of that guy.
What was
You gotta
he
sit down
wearing
here.
on his face?
I don't know.
The dwarven bartender notices you and hops on over, grabbing the cup off the table since he hadn't yet. And he goes, "Hey there, sir! What can I get for you?"
Would it be possible for you to fill a water skin?
"Oh yeah, I can do that free of charge for you."
Awesome, thank you. And he'd pause actually and go, "Could you fill? How much would it cost to fill it up with booze?"
Let me see. I like that sudden but could I get beer instead?
Beer, wine, or
Yeah. Let's see.
William, this is a large testament to this guy's personality, red or white.
white.
Silence.
I was about to say.
That I was gonna
You
explain
made
it.
the
No,
wrong choice.
I ain't explaining it.
You made the wrong choice, brother.
It's like white. It's like chocolate and like dark chocolate. Like it's that stuff.
Okay. He'll give you the different options. Filling it with some regular ale would be 2 gold.
Mhm.
Filling it with some wine of the various types would be 5 gold.
And rum.
And rum would be 4 gold.
Let me check my pockets. I'll fill it up with rum.
Okay. Yeah, you place your gold on the counter, and he scoops it on back up, and he says, "All right then," and extends a hand for the skin.
He'd hand it over with a soft nod.
Okay. He takes the skin, takes your money. He's like, "All right, be back in just a jiffy," and he runs on back to fill your water skin with rum.
I should point out Godfrey has a mace on his back that has like a crystal
Mhm.
kind of in a cage. It's very strange.
Mhm.
But-
Well, you see a lot of strange people in here. You see
Absolutely.
a table full of dwarves that do seem to have their shields and weapons lying nearby. The dudes next to you have one of them has like a big sheathed blade on the ground. The other one has like an axe leaning against the table. It seems like there's a lot of good faith within this tavern and maybe even within the city around the Great Labyrinth as a whole when it comes to weaponry and the like. Like, people don't seem to think that others are going to randomly attack each other. Like, there's maybe a bigger fish to fry.
Godfrey would look over at these monk-looking folk and see if he can recognize if they're someone he might know. Not like know as in personally,
Yeah.
but like
The
order-wise.
they actually seem to be of the I'm trying to think of the word. Like they seem to have been affiliated with the church, like the primary religion that this place worships, which is the god of life and prosperity and healing and all that. But they seem to be having their wine and bread here and just sort of seem to be chatting idly.
Normies.
Yeah, Godfrey has a symbol on his shoulder that states he is from
The god of death.
the god of death.
And I will notice that while it might seem strange that these people are, eating their bread and drinking their wine here almost as if they're having communion, it may recur in your mind that their church was taken by a weird, magic that sort of took it away. So it seems like they might be regulars here because nobody seems particularly bothered that they're doing this.
Fair enough. But yeah, he just keep his head down while he waits for his wineskin.
Okay. We can go on back over to Cass and Balder if they have anything to say briefly.
I mean, Cassie's wouldn't really have much to say aside from like, "Hey, look at that guy! What the fuck?"
Okay.
Balder's just eating his fish. He's like brought up one of his hand axes to like cut the fish up.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, you.
Oh, sorry. I would have said like Cassius occasionally would have like cut pieces of cheese off And
Mhm.
actually, I don't think the familiars eat. It's actually good. I would eat the cheese.
Okay. Yeah, the
Maybe
bartender
they'd like
comes
to.
back. Yeah, maybe they want to try it.
Yeah, sure. All right, I'll give my rat some cheese, like kind of sticking it in my.
He's like hiding with in your clothes a little bit as you
Yeah,
pass a
yeah.
little bit of cheese to him, and he seems to
Yeah.
enjoy it. And the bartender, of course, comes back out, goes over to Godfrey, and hands you your water skin full of rum. He gives a little salute to you and steps on back over to talk to these guys. And a little bit of time passes. You know, Balder and Cass are about finishing their meal, and Godfrey's just sort of having a drink when the final person we've been watching arrives in the tavern. Now, Joyous Citadel, and let me make sure Kai's here. Kai, are you
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joyous Citadel. When you enter the tavern, of course, looking to see what everybody looks like, this place actually seems to be very jovial and full of energy. The table next to you seems to be rather quiet and having a sort of, closed off conversation to themselves. But everyone else in the tavern seems to be rather loud, having a good time, save for a few people at the bar, of course. That seems to be the general air.
Ah, making their peace. Walk up to the counter, take a seat. They're all taken.
Yeah.
There's one.
Oh, yeah, there's one next to Godfrey, the person you bumped into before.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like they're all taken besides this one.
Oh,
As
yeah.
he's as that guy passes, Cassius would like bump Balder and say like, "Holy shit! Look at that guy!"
Everyone who's coming.
Yeah, Balder
the-
seems fucking like floored by the sight of Joyous Citadel.
What the fuck?
Is not only a robot, but a very dapper robot.
What the fuck?
A big backpack filled with
Mhm.
stuff.
What is that?
That's it. Would Cassius know?
Yeah,
Automaton?
yeah, you would know what automatons are.
Yeah.
You would actually be way more familiar with them, just because like you've been around the city a lot, and that seems
Yeah.
to be where they're the most common.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an automaton, man.
I don't
like-
know what that means.
They're like living hunks of metal in the form of people.
Like, he kind of picks up his axe. Like, my axe?
What the fuck? No.
My axe is metal.
Does your axe talk?
Did you hear that one talk as it passed?
I mean, listen. All right. Automatons, they usually they talk. They're like people, except they're they're not totally living and shit. They're really interesting, but not all there. But hey, like I've never seen one that looks like that. Some of them don't have faces. It's creepy.
Like the man he sat next to?
What?
Is he a robot? He also has
Oh.
no face.
That one? I don't know. He could be.
Okay.
You wanna ask?
I feel as if that would be rude.
Well, I mean, hey, how are you gonna, find out if you never ask?
That is true. I wouldn't
Eh.
find out if I didn't ask, but it doesn't change that I think it might be, like, rude.
Not if you word it correctly, I mean, you gotta take a little bit of a leap for some knowledge. How about this? Let's say, go over and have some regular conversation, and then you kind of slip in, ask if he's a, automaton.
I imagine
Over it,
Cassie is making like wispy snake movements as he talks.
I'm literally making those fucking movements as I'm speaking.
I can feel it. Like slip in.
Slip on in. Dude, I could just slip right in.
Can't reference that.
As you two are going over this, of course, the bartender moves over to Joyous Citadel, and he sort of he gives you he gives you the eye for a moment, kind of like wondering why you're here. But he puts a smile back on. Like he doesn't seem to not like that you're here. He just seems confused. He says, "Hey there, buddy. Hey, what can I do for you?"
Can I have this filled with water? He'd pull out like a little water.
He takes it. He's like, "Oh, is that okay?"
the nod.
Well, I just mean like, want to like short you out. I'm sorry if that's insensitive. I've not really had many
Oh,
automatons come on through.
oh, don't worry, it's not for me.
Oh, well, all right then. Yeah, that'll be free of charge.
Thank you.
He nods and he'll take the water skin and go on back to get some water.
Godfrey kind of looks over. Then he kind of looks back at his water skin and shrugs. Has a sip.
Joyce will just continue sitting there, looking straight ahead. Right there.
Balder feels a
Talking.
kinship with this one.
I bet
Godfrey-
they'd be fucking happy to have someone to talk to.
Yeah, Balder stands up from the stool.
Hell yeah.
As-
No!
As you stand up and head over, you know, the bartender comes on back. And he hands the water skin to Joyce and says, "Hey, pleasure." And he kind of offers you a handshake.
He'd take, like, he'd go for a handshake and simultaneously, like, robotically, like, put the water skin in his backpack and then just put both his arms down after he's done.
He nods to you with a smile and just kind of steps back over and talks to the guys who, like, one of them was kind of giving you an eye like he's not sure about you, but the other one's just sort of drunk, telling a story to himself, and the bartender sort of reins them both back into a conversation.
Don't like that! I don't like that!
You
Yes,
feel a
there popped
bare
in.
chest on your back.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's a giant, almost 8-foot form looming behind you.
Godfrey kind of freezes as he's holding his water skin, and he kind of pauses and kind of swivels on his chair and looks at him.
A chill comes over you as you are now sitting in shade.
It looks for a second their hat, like the hat looks like it was touching tips with like the horns. It looks like they're balancing with their
Turn back right up, you goon. There you go.
Godfrey would look up, I assume, at this man and go, "Hi,
Hello.
are you lost, traveler?"
Balder looks to Cassius. My little friend here would like to know if you're a robot.
What the fuck?
Godfrey kind of looks to Cass. Do I sound like one?
Yeah, does he sound like one?
what? Looks at him and says, "All right, big guy got a little bit confused. He's just, he's gonna lean on the bar, wondering about the mask."
The
And he
mask.
shoots a brief glare at Balder. Did they exchange names, by the way? You think they would have exchanged names? At that
They
point?
could have.
Okay.
Godfrey kind of pauses. When I joined my religious group, I was given this mask to shed my identity. He explains.
So you are not a robot.
No,
I see.
I am not. I am not Wanderer.
Well,
He kind of.
he nods and then looks to Cassius.
What are you looking at me for? You don't want to ask anything to the actual automaton?
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, as they're talking, and and if Balder looked back, Joyous would just be like sitting and just looking towards him now, like expecting this.
He like freezes as he sees that, like walking forward like a deer in headlights. Oh, I'll leave you to your meal.
In the relative silence as Balder's about to go away, this goblin yells, "Go fish!"
Oh man, he does, don't he?
That's all. He just randomly shouts that as they murmur about their card game.
He does, Tony.
Yeah.
Godfrey leans back on the counter and he looks at Cassius and he goes, You a traveler as well?"
Yeah, you could probably say that. I move occasionally.
"Are you friends with him?" And he'd point to the big boy.
With the big guy over there.
Yeah.
Well, we met today.
We are not friends now.
All right, great. Yeah. Yeah, Alright, that's a little harsh. We're like acquaintances. We share similar interests, clearly. You know, what about you and Top Hat there? And he points to him.
I saw him in the market. That's about it.
Yeah.
Joyce would just continue watching them. This is fascinating.
Balder keeps keeps glancing over to Joyous, kind of seeming weird that he's staring at us.
Godfrey would gently cough and he'd go talk to him.
No, I'm quite alright.
No, you can.
Joyous would beckon with his left hand. Come close in.
Go on.
He starts moving closer. Yes.
I am Joyous Citadel. What is your name?
I am Balder Stoneguard.
Nice to meet you, Balder Stoneguard.
Nice to meet you.
After that, he just stopped. Like,
Yeah, Balder seems totally okay with Joyous now. He's no longer slightly unnerved by him. That was all it took.
accomplished.
Balder Stoneguard. Godfrey would say under his breath. And then he'd kind of look over to Cassius and go, "What's your name?"
And the guards are far enough away when he
Yeah.
gave his fake name. So he just goes, Cassius Eden. Or actually, no, he wouldn't. He would still say Adam Eden.
Adam Eden.
Yeah,
Adam Eden.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
Adam and Eden.
yeah. Good to meet you.
Godfrey would extend his hand.
His hand is dirty and greasy.
Good thing he has gloves.
Yeah, he'd shake it.
He'd shake his hand and just go, "Godfrey."
And as he's shaking his hand, has he got any visible pockets?
He has some pouches on his belt.
Yeah. Okay. Cause, yeah, I'm gonna try to pick his
Sleight of hand to
belt.
perception.
He has
Ah,
Mage
yes.
Hand, which he can cast invisibly.
Mm-hmm.
And he could try to grab something out of a pouch or something like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'm gonna do that thing where I'm shaking his hand and kind of clapping him on the back and be like, "Yeah, good to meet you, man." You know, okay, keeping up conversation as I'm gonna try to take
Okay.
something from off his belt, I guess.
Alright.
Yeah, roll sleight of hand, and then Will, you're gonna give me perception.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry, Will.
That's
No, you're
fine.
not.
Will defeated. Yeah. Yeah.
Oof. Move.
yeah.
It would just
Yeah.
start floating.
You very clearly feel the tug at your belt, and then as you both look down, it's just floating between you.
He'd see that, and he
Ghost! And he's gonna slap it down.
he wouldn't. Godfrey wouldn't let go of his hand that they're shaking.
Yeah, I mean,
And
he's
he-
got his other hand. He go, Ghost! And try to slap it down.
He'd gently tighten on Cassius's hand, like in a threat, and go.
That kind of hurts, man.
And he'd kind of lean in so the others wouldn't notice, and
Oh.
he'd get really close, like his mask is looking at his face, and go. Ooh.
He does that.
No,
He does a scary ghost noise.
He'd go. He'd lean in and go. Wandering hands are often lost. I advise you don't do that. And then he'd tip his head and lean back.
Did
You gotta get your thing
see
off
my
the floor.
hand- Did you see my hand moving at all, bud?
It surely wasn't a ghost. I'm known to kill those as well.
What?
And
He a dead guy, right?
Ghosts are not real.
Did you just ask if he's a dead guy?
You like a dead religious guy, right? You like dead things?
I walk with death, and I make sure those who should be dead are.
Hey, can I trade you like a corpse for that that pouch is something? I could give you like a dead rat.
No, he would say.
That's fucked up. Poor Duke.
Are you poor? He'd ask.
Poor? What? No.
And he'd kind of nod gently.
I guarantee that I am richer than you, bud.
How much gold do you have?
Why the fuck would I answer that? I don't know you. You gonna try to take some?
No, if you're gonna whip it out to compare, we may as well whip it out to compare.
Are you making dick jokes? You're a religious person. You're a choir boy. What the fuck?
Godfrey chuckles to himself and shuts up.
Ugh. Big guy, I don't know about this one. He's weird.
I don't know about you.
What do you mean you don't know about me? I'm like the best friend you've had since you come here.
You think ghosts are real, which they are not.
Godfrey kind of goes, they are real.
They are not.
They are real. I killed some on the way into town.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Joyous kind of scoots away from this guy. Kind of nuts. Kind of like leans slightly farther away.
My order was made to protect a balance. I would know about these things. He would tap the symbol on his cloak.
What's your order then? Huh? Ghostbusters.
We get a call! The Order of the Wandering Souls.
Huh. So when you called big guy there a wanderer, were you calling him a ghost?
No.
I am not a ghost.
He
You
looks
sure
over.
about that? How do you know?
Well, no.
If it's any information, you have the potential to be a ghost.
I don't
And
know.
then I would
That's
have
true.
to kill
That's
you.
so fucking ominous, my man.
It's simply a what if.
What? Right. Sure. Hey, listen. What do we, move to a different table, somewhere that's not the bar counter. It's a little hard to, chat in a line like this.
Oh.
Yeah, you too, Top Hat.
Godfrey, you go sit down.
He just keeps sitting over here, and he just have turned around to watch them.
Hey, come on, join us.
Yeah,
What are you
Baldur
afraid
speaks
of?
up and says, Joyous Citadel, would you like to sit with us?
Oh, gladly.
What the fuck did you just call him?
That is my name.
Your name is
Oh.
Joyous Citadel?
Yes.
Godfrey will
Joyous
run back
Citadel.
and get his hat. And then
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back
yeah.
and put it on.
What the hell kind of name is that?
Your name is Adam Eden.
Yeah, that it is, huh?
They sound very similar, the two names. It's kind of funny to say them fast together.
Yeah, my parents hated me. They're having a great time over there.
I wonder
This-
what they're playing. Goldfish.
This guy looks like he's been losing all night and has stopped playing.
Who's been winning?
This dude, and he does not seem happy about it. This guy is doing really badly, but seems to be having a good time, and he's not talking.
Hate that guy.
Can he talk?
Holy shit, we'll never know.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, Joyous would just sit here,
Yeah.
like just kind of. His gaze would kind of like move like a fan, like it would drift to one end, then stop, and then go the other, and then stop, and you just keep doing that.
What the
Godfrey
fuck?
would look kind of unsettled by this.
Well, you can't tell because he's under the mask.
That's true. What the-
Oh, I thought he was turning his head.
Well, no. Joyous Citadel is turning his head, but we can't tell if you look concerned or upset or anything because
Oh.
your face is covered by the mask.
Right. Keep forgetting I wear a mask.
Yeah, it's right there. You see it
Yeah, it's right there. Look at that.
right there.
Handsome boy.
Handsome boy.
Handsome.
Oh, cursed.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Godfrey
you
would...
guys, just to briefly intervene, You guys have this big table to yourself in the middle of the tavern, and you hear a lot of people around you. Their banter sort of starts to change, like this table over here and the dwarf table, not so much the goblins. And even the men over at the counter, you start hearing Great Labyrinth more and more throughout the tavern as people seem to start, talking about it, murmuring about it. Like as soon as one group talks about it, another group hears them and starts, mentions it and sort of starts talking about it. And soon it's on everyone's lips. Everyone is talking about the Great Labyrinth.
Labyrinth this, labyrinth that. I mean, I guess that's all the fucking city's known for, right?
It is
Its
all I
imports
know
of
it
fish.
for.
Its imports of fish are quite good, Godfrey would say.
Oh yeah, the fucking fish are gonna outclass the labyrinth. Sure, choir boy.
I agree, the fish were not that great.
But they really not that great.
He ate an unseasoned, just warmed up fish, and has decided fish aren't that good.
It was cooked. It just, wasn't seasoned.
Oh man. I mean, so what? Do you, Joyous Citadel and what's your name again? Masky?
Godfrey.
Godfrey. Huh. What are you two here for?
Labyrinth.
Godfrey would look kind of stunned, not that you can tell, and he'd look over to Joyce and go, "Why are you interested?"
It
In
is
the
an
labyrinth.
avenue of hope.
Hope?
Hope.
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 In
Oh.
what fucking way? People go in there and die, right?
Seems like a people problem.
Okay, that's freaky.
Hopeful.
What about you, God boy?
There's a balance that needs to be fixed there. And he'd kind of crack his knuckles and he'd be trying
Okay.
to balance.
Okay. Yeah, big guy? Have you got a normal one?
Well, I think I'm capable of doing it, so I'll do it.
Yeah, alright, that's a normal one.
Joyous would nod his head.
But you
Why are
won't
you?
go in. I mean, what do you think? Money, baby?
Is there
Shh.
money within the labyrinth?
Yeah, treasure shit's cash, baby! I go in there, I come out, I'm gonna be the richest man alive.
I thought you were already rich.
Richer than rich! Wealthier than wealthier. Pure opulence for the rest of my life. Are you kidding me? Why
How-
would I pass that up? Yeah?
How much do you think speculation do you think would be in there?
Like treasure?
Like in a gold sum, like 30 gold?
30 millions! Millions, what? Like probably heaping piles that I can like dive into like a pool.
You would scatter upon impact.
Alright, so you're fun to talk to. You're a real good guy.
DuckTales.
Yeah.
You're a very tiny person. I could perhaps
I'm not-
dive into a pool of gold.
I'm not even that tiny. I'm like average height.
You're very tiny.
You're just really tall. You ever thought about that? You're like really big.
Everyone I've ever known has been about my size.
Okay,
Normal
because you live
conversation
with
Daco.
big guys like you. You're taller than average. You know that, right? You're like big.
I'm about average.
You see many other people in here who are as big as you?
Everyone here is very tiny, yes. I am aware.
Then you're not the average. Then
I am the average.
you're not the fucking average.
Godfrey would just kind of tip his hat down and stay quiet.
Joyous can't tell which one's lying.
Regardless of if I'm the average or not, you could not dive into a pool of gold.
I could definitely try. I could probably
Okay, yes,
do
you could
it.
try. But
if
you
they
would die.
if they made like a divot or something, I could probably get in there.
Damn it.
Yeah, like a divot or something, like a little hole or something. You know.
It would be a fitting grave.
Holy shit, man! Jesus, alright, fine. I mean, the point is, I mean, I was... what are y'all heading in there, by the by? I mean, like, figure, it's... No, huh? Yeah?
Is there a waiting period?
I mean, is there?
No. So what you all would know, being in the city, is that the entrance, of course, is the Byzantine temple, and it seems to be open for any adventurers to just go in whenever they please. They have guards posted in the area for some reason, but it does not seem like adventurers are stopped from going into the temple. You can go in at any time that you feel you are ready.
I mean, there's no fucking waiting period, but sometimes people figure, you know, they're gonna wait around and gather up some supplies, make sure they're ready. You know, you gotta have food and shit to go in. I mean, maybe not you. He gestures to Joyce and it all. But, you know, other people.
Balder kind of shuffles his pack off into his lap and starts rifling through it. Well, I have rations that will last me for 10 days. And then I have these fish that I bought.
Buddy, those will go bad in like a day.
The fish?
Yeah, that's how meat do.
Why would anyone buy fish if they go bad so fast?
Well, because they cook it immediately. Like they, you know. Or you put it in some cold area, and they stay good for a little while.
It wasn't even that good.
I mean, yeah, fish is shit, but, you know, it's something to eat, right?
That is true. It is something to eat.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd, you know, find a place to store that so it doesn't go bad. Otherwise, you can just eat it now.
I will also mention that the rations being plain fish were probably a bit better or about as good as all of your rations. It doesn't taste the same, but it's probably about that level. It's very bland, but it's food.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Because food will also be a fun thing you can play with.
I mean, anyway, I ask because, you know, Boulder brought up, you know, yeah, I figure going through the labyrinth on your own, it might be, a bit of a tribulation, as it were, I guess. It might be a bit difficult. And, you know, if all of us are figuring we're gonna head into the labyrinth, you know, maybe might be better with company. Might be easier to achieve goals when you have a couple more people on your side.
Godfrey is doing the expression his mask is.
I can't tell.
That's the point.
Joyce said it was not his head. I agree. I was
Yes!
actually going to ask you guys to be a group. Come on, I got water in here. He reaches into the back of his water skin.
Holy shit, I like this guy. Yeah, this guy's good.
Back,
See?
puts it back.
Yeah, follow Joy's lead over here. You mind if I call you Joy?
I don't.
Fantastic. So we got one.
Godfrey looks over to the big boy and goes, "Should we?"
Balder's has pulled up his helmet just enough to expose his chin, which he is now tapping in thought.
I mean, I'm gonna be real, Chief. You're in there. There's a lot of traps, right? You very nimble?
I'm not nimble.
You very good at picking locks? Very good at sneaking with all that big armor?
Oh no, I'm very bad at sneaking.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah, you might need someone who can actually do those things. You know, increase chances of survival and all that. You run into traps, you know what to look for?
Oh, no, I do not.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's an asset to, you know, have someone like me around. I mean, you, Joy, what do you do? What's your shtick?
Am I supposed to have a shtick?
Yeah, like what's your talent? What do you do? What could you do to...
I exist.
Alright, that's, I I mean, he gave us water. That's good, right?
I can do that indeed. I can give you water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
He
true.
can
He
give
did do
water.
that for
That's
us.
pretty good. What about you, Godfrey? What do you do? I mean, aside from pray.
He'd gently reach behind his back, pull out his mace, and just kind of thunk it on the table. He goes,
Okay.
Hey, I wasn't finished. And he'd go, I'm a cleric. Beyond keeping things dead, I can also keep them very much alive.
All right. All right, I like that. Yeah. I mean, see there, Boulder. This could be like a thing. This could be like a team.
Balder was like looking to Joyce and then to Godfrey as they were asked like what their thing was, and then looked to Cassius expectantly, and then slumps his shoulders when he's not asked what his thing was.
He notices and says, "Oh yeah, shit. I mean, you're like a big guy. I figured that was your thing. What is? You got another thing other than being big and scary?"
He perks back up because now he gets to talk about himself.
As
and
we all do.
He looks over to where he was sitting, where he had left one of his axes that he was using to eat the fish on the table. And he just kind of turns around in his chair, outreaches an arm, and snaps his fingers to call it over to him, like arcing it through the air.
Oh, like over the people that are in the
Yeah,
way.
he's not gonna behead anyone.
Yeah, the two girls that are sort of chatting each other up see this happen, and when you catch your axe out of the air, they both give you a little clap, and you're like, "Hey, all right."
And he turns back to Cassius and says, "Yeah, I can do a little bit."
Yeah. All right, you like showing up a little bit?
That is what I was doing, yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that could be some fine shit, if I do say so myself. I mean, come on. You
On
think,
one
you
hand,
think? On one hand,
I do believe I will have a better chance of surviving within the labyrinth with numbers.
yeah,
But on
yeah,
the
yeah.
other, it's against sort of the Goliath code, I suppose you could call it. We're all trying to prove we're the number one, and I feel as if I wouldn't prove anything if I was with a team.
Well, if none of us are Goliaths, then what's the problem?
You are correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
He nods.
Godfrey would lean on his hand that he had.
3 out of 4.
Godfrey's thinking. He sighs, lowers his head as his hat kind of covers his faces. And then he looks up. And he goes, I will come. If only you admit ghosts are real.
I could lie for that, yeah. Ghosts are real.
Godfrey look at him and go, honestly.
You're asking him to, relinquish a belief, and you haven't even given us any proof that ghosts are real. The fuck kind of logic is that? Prove it to us in the labyrinth. How about that?
I look forward to proving you wrong. Then he'd pick up his mace and put it on his back again.
All right. So we got a team then? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Right. I mean, when do we want to run in then? I mean, I gotta grab something from the market. A couple of things, but aside from that, no, I got a bit of money. Wait,
Okay.
were you offering me money?
Yes. I have no need for it.
What? Godfrey kind of goes, what?
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of short. I would actually really appreciate that.
But
You
Adam,
pull it like
you said you would definitely have more money than Godfrey.
Yeah, but I figured he's just poor, and any money's more than a churchgoer has, right? They give all their money away to homeless people or
You
whatever.
said it with the confidence of a man who most likely has a lot of money.
No, I didn't.
I suppose you didn't.
Godfrey kind of nods. It's like, yeah, about that.
Yeah. Anyway, I totally appreciate a little extra cha-ching, as it were.
Oh, All right.
Cha-ching.
I have exactly 59 gold. How
got
many do you want?
59.
Can I grab like good like 20, maybe?
All right, sure.
It's-
He just hands them like 20 gold.
Godfrey is floored by this.
Have you already gone through the labyrinth once? You seem very rich.
I just stumbled upon these things. First an
Oh.
adventure.
He's like fawning over this heap of gold.
What an innocent
Put the
laugh,
rest back in his
Balder
backpack.
says to himself. Sincerely.
Godfrey just face to table.
Right. This is great then. Yeah, this is great. All right. So what were we thinking? Everybody got supplies. Everybody got.
What's the time of day right now?
Yeah. What time is it?
Right now, it is actually a little after lunchtime. So it's not too late in the day. It's about, I'd say, 1 or 2 at this point.
Well, I should most likely also make a stop at the marketplace. As I am looking through my supplies now, I'm realizing I am without a sleeping bag.
Yeah, that is a little bit.
I believe I may
essential.
have left it in the woods on my way here.
Oh shit. Yeah. All right. We can make a stop at the market then. You know, a little fun day out for this little team we got, and then we can kerchow over toward this here labyrinth, get rich, live the opulent life, as it were.
Balder
You can,
does not believe that kerchow is a real word.
Oh, before we continued on,
Godfrey's son.
Joy would be like, Balder, Stoneguard, would you also require funds?
I don't believe so. I have 7 gold. That will most likely cover a sleeping bag, yes?
I would assume so.
Yeah. How much are sleeping bags typically?
1 gold.
Oh, uncle. Okay.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you could buy like 7 of them,
That's true.
and then
Donate
hey, if
to
you lose
7.
one, you get to have one as a backup. Speaking of which, carrying related things, you're a Goliath. You're like a big guy, right?
I am.
Yeah. I got a challenge for you, if nothing else.
I'm listening.
You're trying to prove you're number 1 Goliath, right?
Well, not of the entire species.
Oh.
What? Go on.
Okay. He like slings off his backpack and then lets it dramatically like hit the ground, as though he can barely carry it. He says, "Ugh, I've been practically training for like a year to be able to carry this, but I don't think anybody else could do it. But I
Yes,
figured you might be up to the task.
You are very tiny. I was wondering how long you'd be able to hold on to such a heavy thing.
Yeah, it's just so heavy. It's just, but I figure, I bet maybe you could try carrying into something, right?
I suppose I could.
Yeah. You want to give it a shot?
You would.
It might be a little too heavy for you. I don't
You
know,
would kind of lean forward and pick it up off the ground.
yeah. Cassie's satisfied getting somebody else to carry his backpack,
How-
so I don't
how-
have. I don't have to carry 75
How
pounds.
heavy
for
is
things.
it?
I'm just gonna add an item that says Cassius's stuff. How much does
It's
it
70
weigh?
It's 75 pounds.
Okay.
It's got like it's like it's not even like just a back. It's like a backpack, and then it's got like the bedroll attached to the bottom of it or whatever, and
Oh,
it's like
wow.
stuffed to the brink.
Oh yeah,
Godfrey.
you do have a bedroll as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the bedroll is like on the. It's like one of those camper backpacks. Yeah. The
How did you carry this? This has to be at least twice your weight.
how much do you think I weigh?
I could probably pick you up with one hand.
Holy
I can
shit!
pick you up with 2.
I dare you to try, bud. I bet you can't.
Baldur's gonna set the backpack down on the table, set down his pack on the table, both of his axes.
Yeah, everybody at like the surrounding tables and like one of the goblins, the sad one that's not playing anymore, are all like watching you guys.
Yeah, he's just gonna put down like all of his stuff, take all of his axes off from his hips, and then he's gonna move over to Cassius and be like, "Stand up."
Yeah.
And he's gonna grab him by the wrist and try to lift him off the ground.
On the wrist.
So, what's your lifting weight?
I can lift like 510 pounds.
Yeah.
Just like normally. That's not
Yes.
like your deadlift.
Okay. Because I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity. It's also the weight I can push, drag, or lift.
Okay. How much does Cass weigh?
He's 118 pounds.
Okay, and you're not like holding any of your other stuff, are you?
No. I mean, he has the coin purse, but aside from
Well,
that.
I mean Balder.
Oh no, I took
Oh.
my stuff off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just, you don't even have to do anything for it. You are able to grab him by the wrist, and he is like, he of course is a 100-pound person, but like to you that's basically nothing.
Yeah.
Baldur chuckles. I could lift 4 more of you.
And
But you
all
can't
the
have me on
people
your
around
shoulder.
you- and all the people around you go, yeah, whoa.
Having you on my shoulder would be much easier than carrying you with one hand.
Yeah? Yeah, give it a shot, big guy.
Okay. He's gonna place him on his shoulders.
Yeah, Cassius, as you get placed on his shoulders and Baldur stands to full height, if you try to move to sit straight up, you bonk your head on the ceiling.
Just, ow. Yeah, this is comfy. Let's go to the market.
No, you get off my shoulders.
No, this is like really comfy. I think this is actually a good. I mean, because my legs are just so weak.
Baldur's gonna like tilt forward very fast to try to just throw Cassius off.
Okay. Fuck, I'll get off. He's like grabbing onto the helmet horns or whatever to try to stay on.
It's like a bull ride.
Yeah.
The bartender is like sort of hooting and moving his fist like, yeah.
Like they're watching the fucking whole thing. Alright, fine, I'll get off.
He waits for him to get off.
Yeah, he like hops off.
Okay. Yeah, he starts packing up all of his stuff back onto his waist and like puts his 2 now backpacks back on. And then picks up his axes as well, sliding them in.
Garfy adjusts his hat as he stands up and tucks his chair in.
Does he take my stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm carrying your stuff.
Hell yeah, brother.
Your backpack can't talk while I'm carrying it, so
Yeah.
it gets a pass.
Alright, yeah, he stands up with the coin for us. Having like 24 gold. What the fuck, guy?
He doesn't care about gold.
It's a very Kai move.
Yeah.
I like how we offered everyone but Godfrey money.
Yeah.
He'd already gone shopping.
It's true.
That's fair.
Yeah, Baldur looks to the group and says, "Alright, well, me and Cassius, I suppose, are going shopping.
Me and Adam.
Yeah, sorry, me and Adam are going shopping. Well, I was possessed by a ghost and said a different name.
Ghosts aren't real.
Ghosts aren't real, though. Me and Adam are going shopping. Would you two secure a room for us here, and then in the morning we can head for the Labyrinth?"
Do you want to leave in the morning, or should we go at night?
Oh, and also, I will let you guys know you're in a tavern, not an inn, but there is an inn nearby.
Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Secure a room somewhere for us.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know.
But are we going at night or in the day? Are we?
I mean, like, it's afternoon right now, so we could even just knock out shopping and just go.
Yeah, but Baldur was just thinking, get a night's rest. He did come in here on a carriage
That's
after sleeping
true.
in the woods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And some of you have used some spells today.
It's true.
Sure, let's leave in the morning.
All right.
Sounds good. Alright, we got a team, let's go!
As Cassius starts walking forward,
Me as
Baldur-
the leader, you as my loyal followers.
Baldur kind of hangs back for a second, says, "That one is very loud," and then goes for the door.
You guys coming or what? I got a
Godfrey
bunch of
sighs.
turtles on my team.
He looks over at Joyous and goes, "You coming?"
Yes. And you just wait for him to leave. Before following.
You want to walk with me?
No,
Why?
I will follow.
Okay. You gotta walk. It's going.
Yes.
He'd peek over his back every so often.
Also, for
follow.
Godfrey's information, you can feel it. He has no soul.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, you guys head out. The three people sitting at this table by the door, sort of talking lowly and thoughtfully as you guys head out. They seem to eye you, like each one of you, as you exit the building and head on your merry way. So we'll head back out to the town map for a sec. And of course, we've still got all the locations you guys can go to. So we know that Balder and Cassius are heading to the marketplace.
Yeah.
For Godfrey and Joyous, where are you guys going? Are you gonna
I guess
like
the inn.
okay? And Joy, are you gonna go with Godfrey, or are you gonna go elsewhere, or follow the others to the market?
He's gonna follow Godfrey because he said he was gonna follow Godfrey.
Okay. So yeah, while you two go to the inn to secure a room, we're gonna have the other two head to the shopping quarter in order to make some purchases. Let me move you guys on that way. Give me just a moment. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right, here you guys are. You walk into the marketplace, and it's a bit later in the day. It seems like there have been some people that have come and gone. Some people sort of sticking around and just hanging about. But the place seems to be bustling, and of course, all the tents selling their different things for the day. You are free to explore and buy what you wish.
Balder
Alright.
Wexford, I'll be getting my own bedroll, perhaps some more rations. What will you be getting?
Actually, hand me my backpack for a moment.
Alright, he does.
He removes all of the torches, like all of the sticks, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of looks over the other stuff. And removes the builder's tools, and then hands the backpack back to him and says, "Alright, I'm gonna be selling these. And then probably getting like some other stuff if I can. Just mostly browsing.
He nods.
Meet up after? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, sounds good. See ya." Scamper on over this way.
Okay. Yeah. Let's follow Cass first and see
Yeah.
what he wants to do.
What are these with these lads?
So this is the bard that Godfrey met before, and she's been playing her little ditties, and some people have come by to start listening to her show. They're just having a good old time.
Nope.
Nope. Fuck those guys.
Who are these? What's this one again?
Okay, so you've got a little brown tent here with some barrels behind it because they've got some different drinks with them, different drinks and a little bit of like small foods to go with it. To let you know what generally the tents have. Brown and green tents have market produce and different kinds of drinks. The beige tents and the white tents below the well in the center have like adventuring supplies, camping supplies, and general goods. And then the white tents to the east are the three special tents that have like the armory, the potion, and the arcane goods. And
Okay.
they're way more peculiar items over there.
All right, sick. I'm gonna head down to the adventuring supplies then.
Okay.
Run on down there.
You could also there is some adventuring supplies at these tents if you don't want to have to run all the way around.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll just go there.
Yeah. The specifically camping equipment is here, and more general adventuring equipment is like right here.
Oh, good. The camping shit's fine.
Yeah.
Because Cassie's is gonna walk there with like all of these torches, like the sticks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Torch sticks, and just kind of walk over to the vendor.
Mm-hmm.
Say, "Hey there, my good fellow." I don't know if it's a man or woman actually.
Yeah, it
Or
can
other.
be a man.
Yeah, sure. Hey there, my good fellow. I got some goods to unload. If you'd care to listen.
Sure. What do you got for me?
I got all these fucking torches.
alright.
How much would I be able to get for these? They're in good condition.
let me see here. Let's see. I could probably give you a gold for each torch you have.
Oh yeah, all right. That sounds great. Yeah. All right. Here, gold.
Okay, how many is he handing over?
All. All 10.
Well, how many? Okay, 10. Yeah, you hand over 10. I assume you would like, maybe have them in like a thing on your back, and you had pulled one out.
Yeah.
And you like start handing them all forward, and he's like, "Oh, you have a lot. All right." And then he pulls out 10 gold and hands it over to you.
Yeah. And then he says, now listen, you got ball bearings on you?
Oh, let me check. Just a moment. And he'll check through his stuff. And he says, it doesn't seem that I have any ball bearings today, but my neighbor over here, he might have some in his supply.
The which one? This guy?
Yeah, the other beige tent.
Yeah, great.
That, monk dude is over at.
Right, would you happen to have a grappling hook?
A grappling hook.
Yeah.
In fact, I do.
Oh,
I have one left.
I'm in luck. All right. How much?
It'll be 3 gold.
All right. And hand forward 3 gold.
Yeah, and then he'll hand you this coiled up grappling hook.
Hell yeah,
Which
brother.
he like thought he didn't have any left, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I do have one after all."
God. And I can get rid of I'm gonna actually replace the torches with grappling hook. How much does that weigh? A second.
The grappling hook? Oh yeah, okay.
4 pounds. Okay.
And of course you can tie that to rope to make it longer than it already is, which
yeah.
I don't actually, it does not say the length of the grappling hook here.
Yeah. I have 50 feet of rope, so I could do that too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say by default the grappling hook can reach like 25 feet on its own. And then if you want to tie more rope onto it, you can.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, pleasure doing business with you then.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
He's gonna head over here to this guy.
Okay. And now we're gonna follow Balder for a moment and see what he's been doing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Balder, I guess, would be going to that tent because he's looking for the camping supplies.
Okay. Yeah, you walk through, you're like eyeing all the tents, not really finding what you want. And as you make your way up here, you actually see Cassie's head away from it and notice all of the camping supplies. And you're like, oh yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Oh. Hello.
Ah, hey. Oh, what can I do for you, big guy?
I'm in need of a bedroll.
A bedroll. Oh yeah, that'll be pretty easy. Just a single gold, and I'll get you one hooked up.
Oh.
What color do you want? And he's got like an array of colors. He's got like beige, white, red, blue, green.
He wasn't ready for this question. he just motions to the blue sort of robes he has on sparingly and goes, blue, this.
And he's like, all right. And then he picks it up and puts it on the counter and extends a hand for the gold.
Yeah, he hands it over.
All right. You make the exchange. He's like, all right. Anything else I can... Maybe like, I don't know, a tent or some cooking supplies. Anything else you might need if you're heading out?
Do you have anything to start a fire?
Yes, we've got some tinder boxes and we have...
Torches.
Let me see. Torches.
I freshly bought.
Yeah, we've got some good tinder boxes.
Sorry.
That as well.
Like wood to burn.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could get you a little bit of wood. We probably have enough for. Let me check here real quick. And I'll do a little bit of reading. Just looking up the price of lumber. And people are talking about like selling entire trees. That's not what I want. I just need like... Yeah, okay. This is fine. Okay. He says, yeah, I could get you 10 small logs for 3 gold and, every thereafter.
How many fires do you think I could make from 10 logs, just to be clear?
Oh, from each of these, if you chop it up and divvy it out, you could probably get about a fire from every 2.
I will just take the 1 set of 10 then.
All right, 3 gold.
So he's handing over 4 gold so far.
Okay. He makes exchange, and
So
you get
that's-
the wood ready for campfires.
Okay, I have
And with that, he says, like I said, we do have a tinderbox for starting fires for that campfire, and you'd be able to get that for just an additional gold.
I already have a tinderbox. I'm quite alright.
Ah, all right, all right.
He's just gonna pull the remaining 3 gold he has and says, "How many rations can I get from this?"
I'm sorry. We don't have the little boxes of rations. We do have like produce in other tents around here, but my thing isn't really giving out food.
Does anyone here sell rations?
I don't believe so. Everyone here's trying to sell bigger produce and different meats just to, get more gold back than rations would serve them. Plus, with how many adventurers are going in, rations kind of find their way around a lot. Adventurers are normally looking for, I guess, fuller meals. Do you? I mean, if you are looking for rations, I'm not sure really what I can do for you. But like if you need anything else, you can let me know.
He takes back his 3 gold and just goes, "Thank you for the bedroll and the wood."
Of course.
And he's gonna, I guess, just move up to stand behind Cassius because he's done.
Yeah. So Cassius, during all of that, what have you been doing over here?
He's been just asking about the ball bearings and probably trying to barter
Yeah,
for
okay.
whatever price have been given.
Do any of you have a price in mind for how much ball bearings usually are?
Well, okay, let's
Because
see.
normally they
I-
come in like a group of 50 or
A
100,
bag
right?
of 1,000
They're-
ball bearings is 1 gold piece.
Okay, yeah. Then yeah, he'd be like, yeah, you can get 1,000 for a gold per bag.
Yeah.
Would you want to get more than 1,000 per gold?
He'd get he'd get like 2 bags of it, but still try to argue that it should be 1.
Okay,
Persuasion.
roll. Is there a good roll for this? Should it be straight charisma? Is there
There's
It would be
persuasion.
persuasion.
persuasion? Yeah, roll persuasion for me.
I am not proficient in persuasion.
God, of course you're not. Yeah, he's like, dude, they're like 1 gold. No, like it's 1 gold per bag. Sorry.
All right, fine. He hands over 2 gold.
All right, and you get 2 bags. So you have 2,000 ball bearings ready.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, you can each time you throw one out. I don't know how many ball bearings normally is thrown out per use, but like, yeah, that's a pretty good little amount.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
Ethan.
Yeah.
How much does the firewood like weigh?
The firewood. That's a good question. Let me see if I can look
And
something
also,
up real
Tessa,
fast.
how much does your bag weigh now that you removed the stuff you removed?
Now it weighs 69
Hey.
pounds. Hey!
Solid.
Let's see. Down here, would be. Let me make sure.
From downtown.
That would be probably like 100 pounds.
Okay. So like
10 per.
okay. Oofa. 10-pound logs.
Actually, yeah, I was looking at a table for that. I'll say 5 pounds per.
Okay.
That's like 50 pounds.
Oh.
Says I'm
5 pounds is still pretty hefty, but also like that actually makes more sense.
Yeah.
okay. Somewhere my carrying capacity must be like something I can actually type in.
I feel like
No, it actually automatically does it.
I think it's like on the if you click the gear next to all the little buttons that show like your spells and all that. If you click the gear, I think it's in there somewhere.
I'm looking for it.
Wait, like
Because
total carry weight?
it's telling me that I'm over, but I'm not because I'm a large creature, not a medium.
Well, you could just in your bio section, what's your size that you put down?
Medium. I guess I could just put large.
Put large, because
might
the
as
only
well.
thing that it changes is your carrying capacity.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Then it should. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, oh yeah. Hey, my man, before I go, you got a signal whistle?
Got like a
Ah.
whistle or something here.
Let me check. Let's see. A signal whistle. A signal whistle. Let's see if there is one here. Oh yeah, I got one. Yeah, that'd be 3 gold.
3. Yeah, alright, fucking 3. He hands forward.
What was that?
Nothing. Hands forward the 3 gold.
All right, here you go. And he gently tosses it your way.
Yeah, he takes it. 3 gold for a fucking whistle.
Baldur comes up as he sees Cassius buying a whistle. Just goes, "Did you buy a whistle?
Yeah, bought a whistle.
Can he not just..." You hear a whistle come from his helmet, which is weird seeing because you can't see him you can't see him do the whistle motion.
Yeah, but this is louder. It reaches like far longer areas or whatever.
Just whistle louder.
Okay, big guy. Here, I gotta go to this magic tent or whatever.
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm
just gonna
probably-
follow Cassius now.
Okay.
Probably good for the most part after that. I mean, like, cause... Yeah, I mean, we got food, right? Gotta-
The man did not sell me food.
What the fuck? Wait.
They do not have
They
rations.
They don't have rations at the market?
No.
What the hell? Do you think it'd be at the fish market?
I mean, I assume they sell fish there.
Yeah,
you would
but,
have,
like,
you would not
ration-
have seen rations while you were at the fish market.
What the hell? I mean,
And-
okay.
And immediately around you, you do see 4 stands of different kinds of produce, meats, and grains.
Alright, so you weren't looking hard enough. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, buy some stuff here, big guy.
The man told me there was no rations.
Hell, I'll, see you in a minute. Wait, actually, who's that girl standing in the fucking... Is she like a customer?
Yeah, she just seems to be milling about, looking at the different shops.
Hey, big guy, go talk to her.
Why?
She looks nice.
I thought you wanted me to buy food.
Yeah, but you can do that after.
Hmm.
You know, just strike up conversation could be the worst thing, right?
I wanna make sure I'm not, metagaming. But Baldur definitely, because we were all standing there and we saw Cassius's, we saw the
Yeah.
pouch float out.
Yeah, you all would have seen that. That
Okay.
it was a big one.
I'm just going to buy bread.
Hey, come on! It's like conversation. It'd be good. Hey, plus we could probably make like an extra, coin or 2. Have a little bit of cha-ching for extra produce purposes.
I don't
You
think
wouldn't
I
want us
need
to run
extra
out of
money.
food. You wouldn't want us to run out of food, would you?
I'm very good at not running out of food.
Come on, just do it, maybe. If there's a proper distraction.
Okay, but if you get caught, I'm killing you.
What the fuck?
Just like the bartender, he strikes quite a
Wait,
deal.
what the fuck?
Well,
What is with this?
Well,
What?
if you get caught, there's going to be people chasing you, and I need to blend in, so I'm going to hit you with my axe till you're dead.
Why the fuck would you chase after me to kill me?
So they
That
know
would
I'm
make
not
you-
with you.
But then you'll just get arrested for killing someone.
You're a thief.
Don't say that so fucking loud in a marketplace.
Do you want me to talk to her or not?
Holy shit! Fine, I'm just gonna go in the fucking goddamn piece of shit.
Do you want... Fine, okay.
No,
Baldur
don't-
turns around and is
no.
gonna go towards the lady.
Holy shit! You're the worst. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you walk up to this lady, and she seems to be looking at the general goods that they have, and she doesn't really notice you as you come up.
Hello.
And then she looks at you, and then scans all the way up your large, broad torso, and looks up at you and says, "Hey, can I help you?"
It's a good day, huh?
Yeah, it's a good day. That'll be 3 gold, miss. Oh yeah, here.
No, let me get it. I don't want this anymore. He's just gonna put down his last 3 gold. He just wants to be rid of his money.
You put down your last 3 gold, and she's like, "Oh, you don't have to do that."
No, I'm going into the labyrinth tomorrow. I might not even, it's either gonna sit in my pockets and I'll never use it.
And the dude behind the counter like accepts the money and takes it and gives her what she was shopping for, seemingly like some. She was like, "Oh, are you still looking for anything around here, or did you get everything you were looking for?"
I'm kind of done with this place.
As sorry, as they're talking, Cassius is like over here scanning her for like where does she keep her coin purse?
It seems to be like dangling off of the back of her, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Like on her pouch, like a little on her pouch. It's a pouch on her like belt.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, roll a stealth for me to see if these dudes at these tents notice you.
Just see me crouching there. Oh my god.
Saint Skyrim.
God.
Yeah, they don't seem to notice you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Oh boy. Okay, so it's just kind of dangling off her belt. I'm gonna try to. Oh, there's a guy moving. I'm gonna walk out here
Okay.
and just say, like, "Hey, big guy, what you standing around for? We gotta get out of here.
I do not know you.
We gotta get out of here. Come on, man."
I do not know this man.
And as
She looks between you, and she's like, "Oh, hello, sir. But yeah, if you're not like looking for anything else, and you two notice that somebody swipes the pouch off of her back and then darts away, and she doesn't seem to notice at all."
Oh, fuck! I'm gonna start immediately moving this way. That was mine.
You were just robbed.
She's like, "What?" And she turns around and sees the chase going on as Cassius chases this man who noticed him and is like running away from him.
Baldur's gonna start trying to cut him off this way, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, she like watches this happen. And then as he
I had a
runs
great
up
plan. Too.
he runs up here, and you two are cornering him, and then this monk turns around and his fists start glowing.
Yeah, when he rounds the corner and Baldur can see him again, Baldur's gonna throw his axe.
God, all right, yeah.
Holy.
Throw a chance to hit.
Why did it roll twice?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You have advantage turned on.
I don't have I clicked the advantage thing on. Yeah, I did. I don't know when I did that. We can use the 13.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, that like just misses him by a bit. You throw your axe through the air, and he narrowly moves out of the way. Cassius, you feel the wind cut next to you as the axe flies and gets stuck in the side of this building, and he just stops dead in between you three. It's like, all right, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, and he like tosses the gold up over to like Baldur.
Yeah, Baldur would catch it, with his other hand, and then with his free hand, he'd like to snap. I want to draw the axe back to me. For fun flavor, could I have it sweep his feet out from under him?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
Roll. Could you with advantage this time? Actually, roll me a chance to hit just to see if this works.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, the axe comes back towards you. It sweeps him off his feet and knocks him on his ass. And the monk just sort of like walks over to him, and starts talking to him as one of the shopkeepers like seems to call for the guards.
Yeah, Baldur is gonna like walk over to the girl and hand her back her pouch, and the entire time is just making eye contact with Cassius.
Yeah, the girl takes her pouch back and she's like, "Oh, thank you guys so much. I can't believe that I wouldn't have even noticed if you guys weren't here."
Yeah.
You guys said you were going into the labyrinth. You said you weren't really looking for much else, but I don't know, any extra bit can really do. So here, and she offers you 10 gold.
Baldur pushes her hand back.
It. No, Cassie's tries to take it.
Baldur wants to intervene and push her hand back.
Okay,
Cassie's really like, swipes for it.
You push her hand back, and Cassius looks like a child trying to grab at candy.
We do it for the good deed.
It's a very nice gift. It would be
Cassius.
very rude to you know.
Not
There's
Cassius,
Adam.
Adam.
1 second, I'll
Yeah.
talk. Hang on.
It'd be very rude to deny a gift. You know, we should totally take it. It's a very nice thing to do.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know you had dipped.
I had said 1 second.
I'm sorry.
What,
Yeah,
what was
what is
said?
Baldur's?
I mean, he basically just said like it would be like pretty rude. Wouldn't you say, Miss, to you know, deny a gift, a very gracious gift?
You were
What is-
already
yeah, what is
gifted
Baldur's?
20 gold today.
That's you know, not for well, you fucker.
Baldur chuckles.
The lady smiles at you and takes her money back, and she's like, "Well, thank you very much, mister." And she gives you like she kind of like goes to like grab your hand with both of her hands and like clenches it a bit, and she says, good luck on your trip." And Baldur, you get an inspiration to save for later.
Oh, cool,
Aw,
too.
nice, cute.
And then she goes on her way.
Being a dick to your party members pays off.
Fucking good luck indeed. And Cassie's just gonna like walk past, but then like try to like kick him in the back of the leg. It's not gonna do anything. It's wearing armor. But like it's like more the
You
the
dick.
Baldur
Like
just
the-
follows behind. That could have been you. I could have hit you with my axe.
You would not have hit me with your axe.
I could have.
Would not have.
Your skull would have split like a watermelon.
No, it wouldn't have. I would have dodged it.
God. All right, let me get something
Hello?
real quick.
Who's over here?
All right, give me just 1 sec. 'Cause I have a little bit of music. I didn't play this before, but
Yeah, the robot was in and out.
yeah.
I went to crank that up, and all I got were people screaming in my ear.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm in Aladdin.
You are.
Welcome to Agrabah.
You know, once again, just to repeat from before, because it's been a bit, you enter the red tent and find yourself staring at dimly lit candles, a glowing anvil, and this woman sitting behind it all. And of course, you know, I think I have that sheet available for you guys, so you can
Yeah.
like open that up and look at her again. And of course, this woman. Well, to finish, you know, the inside of the tent, it smells like lavender, very dimly lit, but it feels very nice in here. Like there's a good vibe going on with all the incense. And the woman brings out her arms to her sides. You know, kind of, she was like counting through some stuff and then notices you and stands up and says, "Hello, welcome to Emerald Hills Enchanting. My name is Jade, the prettiest of the Enchantress twins. What would you like?"
Huh. It's a nice place you got here. I'm looking for an arcane focus. You got any?
An arcane focus. There are
Hey.
other tents around here that have magical items. I suppose I should probably explain what enchantments I do. You see, I have the ability to perfectly repair any broken item you may bring me, whether that would be armor, weapons, or mundane things. And I have the ability to imbue objects with different runes to give them different effects, I suppose. Special magical feats I can perform may vary in price, but regular repairs, cost only 10 gold.
Huh. Big guy, you need anything repaired?
No.
Hey, which areas did you say sell the arcane focuses?
The arcane focuses would be the last white tent on the far end of the market here.
You can get a
you know.
sale!
And as you ask, she says, if you do get any peculiar magic items, bring them here. I may be able to do something special with them.
Yeah, okay. If I come back, I'll definitely do that.
Very well.
Alright, have a good one.
You as well. Good luck.
And I say, what a fucking useless tent, am I right? I mean, when are we gonna come back?
It's true. We very well may not come back.
She's pretty though, right? Yeah?
I am indifferent.
Okay, yeah, you're fun to talk to.
I
Let me
am.
get this back up.
Which one did she say? This one? Down here?
I think it's the last
This
one.
guy.
All right.
Baldur just kind of stares down the guy he tripped as he passes.
Yeah, you would notice, and I'm not like doing too much with it token wise, but
Yeah.
you see some guards have come by and have started to take this dude away, as the monk sort of like watches him off, like talking to the dude behind this tent. And as you walk up, the dude behind this tent pipes up, is like, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?"
Yeah, I'm looking for an arcane focus. Something like a wand, a crystal. You got any?
Oh shit. Yeah, I've got. I
Did I
have
catch you
different.
by surprise, my man?
Yeah, just not a lot of wizards coming through, or really any magic users. You two, well, you sir, you do look like someone that would practice in a lot of magic. But
Do I?
Do I?
no, he was talking to Cassius.
Oh, okay.
He says like, you do look like somebody that practices a lot of magic. What about you, sir? Do you have any interest in the mystic arts?
Was this to me this time?
Yes.
I suppose.
Okay, all right. Well, for the arcane focuses I have, I have a few different things. What in particular are you looking for?
Like a small rod, really? If you got any of that?
Small rod, yes.
Yeah,
I do
like
have a...
like hand sized.
Okay, all right. Yes, I do have a few of those. One of those would be about 7 gold.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. Wood one. And he starts like kind of looking through, see if he has anything to get the price down at all. He says,
Okay, yeah.
it says, hey, now look, we're heading into the labyrinth,
Yeah.
late tomorrow morning,
Mhm.
and this thing it'd be pretty important.
I could bump it down to 5 gold.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
This poor man.
So,
Yeah, right.
do you have a
Sold
deal?
5 gold.
yes. And then he
Got yourself a deal.
extends the rod to you.
Like a small wooden rod. This is now canonically the thing that he has in his mouth.
Oh, oh yeah, okay.
Wow.
God.
He just
Yeah,
kind
you
of like
make
sucks on it
exchange.
occasionally.
Okay.
That's not a rod, that's a toothpick.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
hey,
it is. It's a stick now.
it's a stick thingy.
And
Stick
then after
wand, whatever.
that exchange, he says, "Can I interest you fellows in anything else? Maybe a spell book or a scroll to copy any spells you might find while you're down there? I have heard, at least from some rumors, that there's a lot of magical treasure to be found. So you never know when it could be useful."
We do have like yeah, we do got Godfrey. I mean, what kind of shit do you think he gets into? Think he'd want a scroll or something?
Does he not just pray for his magic?
Yeah, you're right, probably. No, we're good.
Godfrey's
Thank
crying.
you.
Well, have either of you? I mean, you aren't wizards or sorcerers, I assume, because you didn't
Nah.
seem to come over here for this. But I mean, have you ever even like remotely been interested in being able to cast spells like a wizard or a sorcerer?
Got my attention.
That's what these are for. They're clean, open scrolls and books. The scrolls are one use, the books have multiple uses. And if you find a spell that you can copy into it, you'll be able to use it without even having to be of that particular class, you see.
How much are the scrolls
Let me see here.
versus the book?
Mhm.
Like,
Let's see. Yeah, where is this on here? Had it on here. Yeah. Each scroll would be 2 gold.
and what about the spell book?
The spell books are each 8 gold.
Holy shit.
You get 5 uses out of the spell book and 1 use out of the scroll. I think I might have said a different number before, but that's the one I'm changing it to.
5 uses is in we can copy down 5 spells, or you can copy down as many as you want, but you can use it 5 times to cast it.
The latter.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll take a spell book.
All right,
Sounds
8
good.
gold.
Yeah, all right. He hands over the 8 gold.
All right, and you make the exchange. And what color cover would you like? There are a lot of different colors of covers.
Holy shit! I can pick a color. Yeah, all right. Pick. You got orange?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
All right, here you go.
Should have
Matches
blue.
red.
Why the fuck would I go with blue?
He motions to his robes.
Okay, you're not having the spell book, bud.
It's a good color.
Yeah, okay. This is like a spell book for yours truly, not you. You
Me?
want one?
Wait. Does yours... I'm confused.
What?
He
What
seems...
are you-
He's confused now.
What are you confused about?
He heard yours, which when someone else says that, that means him.
Ah, yeah. What's the,
I don't
What?
need a book.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's for me.
I'm glad we got that sorted out.
Can I
Okay.
offer you anything else?
I think we're fine at this point, yeah? Like, we got everything we need?
All right. Well, thank you for doing business. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no problem. Baldy, you got everything you need?
Yes, I've been done for quite some time.
Oh, yeah, fantastic then. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Should we meet up with the other two?
He nods.
Yeah, alright, let's go.
All right.
And they go.
And they
go. Oh my god, they go!
What a truly epic shopping trip.
Fuck off.
Guys, Pog.
Guys,
Oh, God.
Hog.
Oh God. I need to start speaking fast. I can't copy this music over fast enough.
Pog, 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 pog,
Nope,
pog,
nope,
pog,
stop,
pog,
stop
pog,
it!
pog,
Stop it! You're ruining it!
pog, 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 pog. Okay, Dako, just edit this out.
No, he won't. Alright.
It's
I
true,
wish
I
he
won't.
would, but I know he won't.
It's not because I want it to stay, it's just because that would be a lot of effort.
Okay. Let me get through some of these menus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Fucking leg. Oh, don't ever sprain your knee. That shit sucks.
How'd you
Alright.
sprain it?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I mean, Tess, I made hot chocolate. I'm content.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all meet back up at the Sleeping Bear Inn, which you've all procured a room for each of you for the night. And how much gold do you all have at this point?
Zero.
I have
29.
39.
14.
Okay, 29, 39, 14, and 0. Let me check real quick about how rooms would be.
I have a quick question though for Kai.
Okay.
Also, yeah, Joyous would just, like, stand outside.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna say,
did-
how
did you
far
not-
back would he follow?
Did you not get a room for yourself, or did you?
He wouldn't, because he
Okay,
could literally
yeah.
just stand outside and wait for them.
Okay.
Someone will have to pay for me.
Hey, I got you covered, big guy. Think of it as payback for the earlier thing. You know, if you're taking that, that gift she gave you, you'd probably be able to pay for the fucking room.
I feel as if I'm vindicated for not taking it, if you're paying for me.
Yeah, okay. You can figure out how to pay for it yourself then, bud. How about that? How about that?
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, alright, fine.
Uh,
I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart then.
Yeah, you guys, you guys are in here, and a room for the night for each of you would be 4 gold. So altogether, you need 12.
Jesus, okay. Alright,
You can tell that they're able to inflate prices a little bit because they're next to the labyrinth. They're in the
Yeah.
Like
same
a
God.
Disney resort.
Damn it! Why wasn't I a robot?
alright.
So you can pay 4 for yourself, and then one of you will need to pay for Baldur unless you don't want to get him a room.
Alright, how about you, here's what we'll do, Quiet Boy. You give me 2 gold. And then I'll use that to pay for, big guy over here. How about that?
I also gotta pay for myself?
Yeah? I also gotta pay for myself. You think I like this?
You just his hat.
Nobody asks the robot.
Yeah,
Yep.
hey, actually, why aren't we asking the guy outside who was just willing to give away shit?
Hey, he didn't ask me. You're the one that.
He's
got
already
the
given
room.
a lot.
He asked all of us. He asked you if you wanted more funds. Go on and ask him if he has got what would that be, like 12 gold? Yeah, it's nothing to him.
Yeah, you do that.
They put this on Balder.
Balder would walk outside to meet Joyous Citadel.
Mhm.
Joyous Citadel.
Oh, yes.
I am in need of 4 gold.
Gladly. Balder Stoneguard. Give him 4 gold.
Alright, he goes back inside. I have paid for my room.
For fuck's sake, I told you to go out and get 12.
I know
wouldn't
that's
have
what you
paid
told
off.
me to do.
Oh my god, you just don't listen to anything I say. It would make our lives so much easier.
Balder laughs and pays for his room.
What's funny about that? Hey!
It's funny.
He's chortling all the way to bed.
Did Godfrey's like, did something happen at the market that I should know?
Yeah, no. Why would anything fucking happen at the market? He's gonna pay for his room. Not
Godfrey's
happily.
also gonna pay for his room.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, each of you mark down the 4 gold that you spent, and I guess Kai marked down the 4 gold that you gave to Deiko. And yeah, you guys each procure a room. Joyous Citadel stands outside all night. It's a very nice night. You get to watch the moon rise and fall, and the calm, cool air surrounds you. But, the night passes, you guys sleep in very comfortable beds, and you're even able to eat breakfast for free there.
Ooh.
And the next day, you guys are able to reconvene, whether it's in the hall, the lobby, or if you all just go outside to meet Joyous.
Godfrey would actually get up early and make his way over. You said it was a temple?
Yes, the Byzantine temple.
Yes, he would leave a note for the group and actually make his way early over.
Joyous would
Oh,
see you
okay.
leave.
Oh yeah.
He'd tip his hat at Joyous as he walked by
Wave as he left.
and explain what he was doing just to go get an early check.
Yeah, you're just going to look at the place.
Yeah, look at it, maybe peek inside and talk to people if anyone's there.
Okay. What are you gonna say, Deiko?
Yeah, just a real quick question, because you mentioned breakfast. Is that
Mhm.
would Balder have to pay extra, or does that come with the room?
No, yeah, that came with the room.
Oh, hell yeah, Balder enjoys a very good breakfast.
And I know that. Actually, I don't know this for sure. Is Balder an early riser? Because I feel like he is.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So you might wake up a little bit after he starts heading downstairs, about the time that you're eating breakfast. And then, how late does Cassius sleep?
When do we go to bed?
You probably got into your room at about 8, and you were able to chill for a few hours and do whatever. You could go to sleep whenever you wanted.
Okay. Cassius would have woken up at probably 8 a.m. or something like that.
Okay. So a little bit after the others, but not late, and you were able to have your breakfast and all. What would you two do after that? I'll give Godfrey his thing in a minute.
I mean, Balder would have a big, good breakfast, and then probably would go to the Byzantine temple once everyone else was ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, same, honestly.
Okay. Let me prepare a few things, and then I'll move you guys on over. You guys can chat while I do this.
I thought no one cared that Godfrey went early.
Yeah, he can do what he wants.
Oh shit, I'm a moron. 1 second.
What did
I
you do?
forgot to buy something.
Oh yeah, you could just say that you bought it. What is it that you wanted to buy?
Okay, I have to. 1 second. I wanted to grab 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and other herbs.
Let's see. Charcoal and incense and other herbs. Let's see.
They're altogether worth 10 gold.
Yeah, okay, you can do that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Is your
Cool.
Tessa? Is your weight still 69?
Let me see. Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, so heading there this early in the morning, Godfrey, you get here and there isn't actually anybody in front of the temple itself aside
Mhm.
from like a guard that's sort of standing there and keeping watch. But if you tried to go near the door or something, you'd kind of have him talk to you and be like, "Oh hey, I wouldn't recommend going in alone." And then when you explain you're just trying to take a peek inside, he just kind of is like, "That's not how it works," and he wouldn't really go further.
Oh,
do
Godfrey
you-
would just tip his hat and nod.
Okay. Do you like stay there and wait for them, or because it'll be a couple hours?
He'd actually, yeah, no, he'd just kind of hang out and chill.
Okay.
He'd lean on the wall by the guard, maybe chat him up a bit.
All right. Well, with this, once everyone starts heading over, let me get
Well-
you all moved over here.
That guard is this campaign's Officer Roy.
Holy shit.
Godfrey's gonna make good friends with him. Ooh.
I like the noise, and you're like, whoo.
So, when you all approach, and you notice immediately that Godfrey's over here, sort of chilling on this bench, and there is a man over on the other bench that looks homeless. Not the same one you saw before, Cassius, but a man that looks homeless, kind of sitting with a barrel, and it looks as if he is a beggar, maybe asking for money. And he seems to have just gotten here and sat down. But
Godfrey's having a. Godfrey has his hands behind his head, and he's like sprawled out. He's not laying sideways. He's sprawled out
Okay.
forwards, and he's like leaning back with his hat over his mask.
of course, like a cowboy. But as you all approach the Byzantine temple, its size alone is enough to make you feel like an ant in comparison. The temple reaches into the clouds as if to try to sneak a peek at the gods themselves. Dark clouds hang overhead.
It looks like mountains. Balder kind of absently comments.
Yes, good observation. And it does.
Does indeed.
Well, gentlemen, we heading in?
I don't see why not.
Likewise.
Alright, let's go.
And of course, Godfrey's still on the bench,
Yeah.
whether he's asleep or just kind of chilling out. Nobody
Balder,
knows.
Balder will call over. Godfrey.
Yeah, use one
Why,
finger
boy,
to
you coming?
lift up his hat and goes, oh, sorry. And he kind of shook his head out and stood up and. Alright.
Spare change! Spare change for the poor.
Nope, sorry.
Today's the day.
Godfrey walked by and idly offered him a gold.
He takes it. And actually, hold on, let me read a thing real quick. Yeah, you walk over and you hand him the gold piece, and he smiles very sincerely at you, and he nods and he says, "Oh, thank you. May peace be unto you."
Blessings
And
unto
you
you.
get 2 inspiration to save for later.
Two.
Mm-hmm. And then he'd can set the gold piece aside and nod to you as you go.
Helping that lady wasn't the efficient way to speedrun Great Labyrinth.
Well,
Old man Strat all the way.
Godfrey did his hand gesture to walk on.
Mm-hmm. All right. The temple almost seems to grow taller as you approach it, as if it is demonstrating superiority over you. Tall pillars stand to the sides of giant steel doors, a peculiar mist seeping out from under them. You make your way to the gate, but the guard stops you along the way. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah?
State your purpose.
Fred, these are the 3 I told you about.
No,
He-
okay, so I should mention, this guard was, like, exchanged for the one you
Oh,
spoke
god
to.
damn it!
He's the different guy.
but they look the same because it's just armor, so you still made
Yeah.
a mistake.
He's like, I'm not Fred. That was the last guy.
Ah, Godfrey.
Our purpose is to enter.
Yeah, as if I needed to ask. All right.
Oh yeah, baby.
What are your names? And he pulls out a little notebook and pen.
Balder Stoneguard.
Okay. And the rest of you?
Cassius Eden.
He writes
Godfrey
that down.
Morris.
Okay.
I am Joyous Citadel. Give a little wave.
Okay. And he starts jotting it down. All of you might have been surprised when Cassius said his
Yeah,
real name.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Godfrey did notice that.
Balder's blinked in surprise, but you know.
Yeah. He writes down your names in this little notebook and doesn't really seem to explain why as he puts the notebook away, the pen away. And he says, "All right, you guys are free to enter, but a few words of advice before you do. Are you guys absolutely sure that you're ready to go?
Well,
He sort of eyes you.
Do you assume I
Yeah.
have doubts?
I
I
do.
mean, let me just check my schedule. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I do
Okay.
not.
Listen, I've been posted here watching these doors, on various shifts for a few years now. I mean, so many people go in every week, but I've not seen any of them come back out. So, if you're going to be going down there, this is going to be a bit of a spiel, but you need to remember some things if you're going to be down there, all right?
Yeah.
First, you guys need to make sure you have plenty to eat. Whatever food you have on you, it's not going to last you forever. Find animals down there that aren't fucked up monsters, try to bring some meat with you. Find water, bottle it, boil it, whatever you can. I see so many people go down with so little food and no survival experience, so try to keep that in mind. Second, if you have camping supplies, use it. If you ever find an open room, if it seems safe, you gotta try to sleep. Don't try to push yourself longer than you can go. I know too many idiots in this town that try to do that outside of the labyrinth, and then I see them go in, and I can't help but wonder if that's why they don't come back out. And finally, this one's big. You do not have to fight everything you see down there. Everyone views this labyrinth as a monster pit where you get to show off how strong you are. But I've heard rumors of what's down there, and if any of them are even slightly remotely true, do not rush into battle. If you have to run, do it. Just survive. Oh, and if you see other people down there, be careful of that too.
may I ask a question?
Yes.
You wrote our names down.
Yes.
Do you have a... Does the government, I suppose, does the kingdom keep track of everyone who enters the labyrinth?
Yes, so we keep a census of who enters the Great Labyrinth because, well, for one, we may need it for the obituaries, but also, if any of you were to return and had any information about the labyrinth, we could verify that you went down there and that what you're saying is the truth. Do you guys have any more questions or anything else you need to do?
You
Joyce
guys,
will just kind of look between all of them and not say anything.
you guys got anything?
Baldur,
Godfrey shrugged.
step forward towards the doors.
Joyce moves in.
All right. Let's get this started.
All right. The guard moves over to the side and he says, all right, I've chatted your ears off for long enough. I just hate having to watch this happen so often. You guys are free to enter. Good luck, and may the gods have mercy on you. And with everything else out of the way, the giant steel doors tower over you. The guard opens them up, causing the gate to spill out with even more ethereal mist trickling along the ground towards you. Within the gate, you just see a wall of dense fog.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward.
Okay?
Baldur does it well.
Okay.
Godfrey
Joyce
falls
kind
behind
of
him.
just walk along.
Baldur's almost kind of trying to be in there before Cassius.
Cassie's trying to move faster than Baldur.
Yeah, you two sort of move in quickly next to each other. So, Joyous and Godfrey, how are you entering?
Godfrey's just sighing and he looks over and gestures for Joy to go first.
Oh. Alright. You just go.
Alright, and then Godfrey follows in after?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You all step inside, and immediately all of your senses numb. It almost feels as if you're spiraling through space until you finally land. The last thing you hear from the world outside are giant steel doors creaking closed behind you. And give me just a moment for this.
God, what a good intro.
Look
Thank
out!
you.
Don't get stabbed by the spikes. That's probably got a lot of people.
God dang, it's like
Yeah,
we're playing that one
if you
roguelike
try to
game.
jump over it, then it really gets you.
It's fresh blood. Somebody died here recently.
God, Davey got a massive production. Are these doors?
So, ahead of you stretches a hallway filled with wooden structures. barricades, and they seem to be covered in blood. This place is made of old, cracked brick, and there seems to be a surprising amount of dust on the ground, especially around the barricades.
All right, here, let me go first. I'm
Why?
gonna check, just to see if, like, is there dust on the barricades, or just around
Yes,
them?
there is
Okay.
actually. There is some dust on the barricades.
Okay. Yeah, Cassius is gonna be like moving forward, like gesturing for them to follow, but moving forward and like checking intently for any kind of traps along the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Should I roll perception or something?
Yes.
Investigation probably.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know.
As far as you can tell, yeah, there's nothing here.
Yeah. All right, looks pretty good. Careful of the spikes.
Balder does kind of want to check the spikes. Is it fresh blood or is it like long dried? I made the
It
goof,
is-
but I am curious.
It is long dried blood, and
Okay.
as for the dust that lays on the floor and on these spikes, it's not like regular dust has settled. It is copious amounts of dust.
Okay. Hmm.
Jesus.
Godfrey would. Is this a door?
Yes, it is.
He'd try the door.
All right. Let me reveal this for you.
Let's
Okay.
go inside.
Inside,
Unless you-
you immediately notice a hole that's been blasted into the ceiling. Whether something was fired up at it or something broke down through it, you cannot tell. Rubble lies on the floor under the hole.
What?
He'd step to the side if Cassius wants to go.
Yeah, I mean, guess he's gonna just poke his head in and see like. That's just the rubble there.
Yeah.
What the hell? Did someone blast through the fucking ceiling? Why? He's gonna cautiously step. Actually, he thinks there's nothing here, so he's gonna step
Okay.
inside.
Yeah, you do so.
Yeah, and check the barrels.
The barrels are all empty, but there seems to be a little spider living in one of them. And by little, I mean the size of your fist, but it's just sort of sitting in there.
Oh Jesus! Ugh! Nothing in there.
Ah, I've been assimilated.
He climbs over him.
Godfrey, as he does that, Godfrey would stop Cassius before he'd move.
Yeah, what?
Is it Adam or Cassius?
It's Cassius.
Why'd you lie?
Because I was about to rob you.
Godfrey just sighs.
And also, you know, I mean, hey. It's a good idea to keep some kind of pen name around a town like that.
Didn't keep it for long.
Yeah, okay, because we're leaving the town, dingus.
Well, we're still
Godfrey opened
technically
this
in the
door.
town.
We're not in the town. This is the labyrinth.
Yeah, well, the Labyrinth is inside the town.
That's not. It doesn't count as part of the town.
Kinda counts.
No, it doesn't.
Godfrey
Well,
opens
kind
this
of
door. The room has 4 beds, clearly, all having been left as they were after they were last used. The beds seem either extremely old or as if they had been used very frequently.
What the hell?
You notice Cassius breathing over his shoulder and just
Yeah.
gently give him a look. Not that he could tell, but it's clear he's giving him a bit.
Yeah. What?
Back off a bit.
Okay, then go through the door. I
God,
can't
he'd
see.
step to the side.
Yeah, exactly, pops.
He'd go to trip him as he walked through.
Wow!
Wow. Okay.
He's gonna trigger a trap and then he'll die.
Can I
God, what a
roll
bunch of
to?
losers.
Can I,
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
roll a dexterity saving? What do I fucking roll for that?
Yeah, dexterity, because we don't have reflex, right?
Yeah, dexterity
Yeah.
saving. Sure.
Do I roll the fight?
Wow, burgers.
No, you don't.
No. Yeah, you trip him and he goes clean ass over tea kettle over there.
Yeah. Ah! One second. Let me. Oh, it's not letting me.
Balder turns around at that and just goes, "What happened?"
You
The
tripped.
fuck? Why the fuck did you do that?
You tripped. There was a
You
rock.
got
You
triggered
kicked
a
some
trap,
rubble.
you goddamn idiot! What the
There
fuck?
would be no traps there. Don't call
You're
me
a
Pop.
cleric.
Balder's just gonna check out. Like, is this a torch? Is this a glowing green rock? What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the torches that are lit there, you notice they're lit with a green flame.
He's gonna take one. That's cool.
Yeah, you take it off of the wall.
He needs one anyway. He doesn't have dark vision, and I assume it's dark in here.
We don't.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. The green light is the only light that you see, so this place is very dim. And
Oh,
the room that
shit.
they just opened also has green torches in it.
Oh shit. I wanna. Then. Hey, Boulder. You got like one of those axes?
One of my. What about them?
Hold it up for a second.
He
Come on.
tentatively does it.
I wanna like touch it and cast light so it'll glow. As a torch.
Oh.
There you go.
I like the green flame though. It's kind of neat.
Okay, then take the green flame as well, but it's kind of dim.
Well, now I have 2 lights.
Oh yeah, 2 nice lights. What more could you ask for? What are you looking at in there?
In this room, a few crates rest with a layer of dust on top of them, and across from them is a tomb that was left open. Nothing is inside.
Are there ruins on the thing?
Yeah, it seems to be written in some other language. Like maybe this is a name or something, is what you would recognize this as.
Hmm.
It's not a language that any of you recognize, though.
Are the crates open here?
They're not open, but you can open them.
He'd go to peek in one.
You see a bunch of basically scraps and remains of just rotted food. Like it's been here a long time. Some of the apple cores in there look absolutely mummified.
He closes it and is like, nope, let's go.
Balder's gonna go up to Joyous and just be like, Joyous Citadel, would you mind carrying the green torch for me?
I will indeed.
Thank you.
Put up both hands.
And I will let Godfrey know as well, as these two assimilate. I will let Godfrey know as well. You don't feel the feeling of death as you did at the graveyard where there's a current haunt, but you feel as if many have died here.
He'd shiver softly and fix his hat.
Mm-hmm.
I want to open up this door.
All right. You open up that door. So ahead, you enter the back room, and ahead of you is an eerie sight. Giant pillars surround and suffocate the room, while in the middle of the floor there rests a brazier. The coals have not been lit in some time, however the floor is scorched beneath it. In the very back, you see 2 doors. Out from under them both, just like the Byzantine temple gate, an eerie mist seeps out.
The fuck? Alright, I want to check to see if there's any traps around the door. Cassius is a little paranoid about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me... Hey!
Yeah, you can safely say that there are no traps in this room.
Alright, we're clear.
Fantastic.
As Balder enters, he kind of looks to the brazier and goes, Oh, Joyous, look. He motions to your torch.
Ah. He'd go to light and be like, wait. What if that does something that's dangerous?
Just lighting a fire?
I don't know.
I'll stand back just in case.
That is fair. We'd go forward and he'd light the fire. Big, scary group.
Balder just wants to
Okay.
see a big green fire. He thinks it looks cool.
Give me just a moment.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I just wanted light.
You ever just do something really dumb?
I mean, lighting a thing that's to be lit isn't that dumb. I'd say running up and grabbing an orb out of a statue holding an orb is dumber. Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see. Yes. So, you lend the green torch down to the brazier, and a giant green flame erupts from it. And as you all look on this, the green flame flickers and moves about, and you all almost seem to see a face in it before it disappears.
What the fuck?
Incredibly ominous.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Could I have Godfrey roll a perception check for me?
Yes, you can. I mean, no, you can't. I'm creating script errors with my operating system. That's not good. Oh well. What do I need to roll again? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
Burbepson.
Butter.
Yeah. As you look at the fire, while everyone else just sees a face and may, start moving away from it, you almost see an outstretched hand and arm reach towards you before it is snuffed out.
Godfrey frowns and he walks closer.
Yeah, what is everybody else doing at the moment?
Balder just wanted a nice fire to be lit. Now he's moving away from it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Joyous would do the same.
Yeah, as you move over to the fire, Godfrey, you sort of, you're sort of feeling it and seeing if you can recognize anything, like maybe a haunt or maybe a spirit that might be trapped here. And you feel something, but it feels otherworldly. You can't tell what that means, though.
He goes to gently extend his hand towards the fire.
Mm-hmm. You do so.
And if it gets too hot, he'd pull back.
Yeah, the fire does seem to just be green flames. As you get closer and closer, you can tell, this fire is not safe to touch.
Was the face masculine, feminine, or was it just a...
It was just a vague, like eye holes and a mouth almost, kind of like a skull, but not a fully formed skull.
He frowned under his mask and just nodded and kept note of that.
Mm-hmm. And of course, ahead of you, you guys notice these two doors with a lot of ethereal mist seeping out from the cracks underneath them.
Alright. Which door?
Can we open both?
Maybe. Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Wait. Wasn't this the mist we walked into to get into the labyrinth?
Yeah.
And I assume if you walk through it, you'll be transported to a place with maybe no way back?
I was about to say, it does seem not like a good idea to split up in the first big room we find.
Hey, it doesn't mean split up. I think he meant just opening the doors to check inside, but yeah, might be right, huh?
Does anyone
rather
have
not
a
risk it.
remaining gold coin?
Yeah.
We could
I
fl-
think
we
that
could flip
Joy
it.
Citadel does.
We
That
could
is,
flip
that
it.
is
Oh, we can flip it. Oh. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll take out one of my coins then. I thought you were gonna, Cassie thought you were gonna do something with it. Like toss it in or something. Yeah, sure, I'll flip a coin.
Okay. Yeah, you guys call for what you think and deliberate in character on what side means what.
Heads, left. Tails right.
That seems fine with me.
Yeah,
no
alright.
problem.
All right, you can roll a 1d2. 1 is heads, 2 is tails.
Alright.
All right.
Tails it is. Come on,
Godfrey
big
kind
guy.
of paused. He didn't want to be the one that was chosen.
Yeah. Come on, big guy, you can go first.
He stepped to the side.
Oh, okay. Balder will open the door.
All right. And as you open the door, just like the last one, you see a wall of impenetrable fog. And you almost feel like there is a subtle force drawing you towards it.
Yes, I do think if we had entered the room separately, that probably would have been bad. He's
Yeah.
gonna step through.
All right.
What?
I'm dead.
Oh my god, I'm dead!
Let us go now.
He nods. Godfrey went to go through and he paused and he looked back at the flame one last time
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of nods and goes on.
All right. With your decision made, you all step through the mist, unable to see or feel what lies before you. With this step, you have truly begun your journey into the depths of the Great Labyrinth. And that is where we're calling it.
Oh my god.